Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Dangerously cheesy.
Scree! Come on, Sammy, you join me. Scree! Beautiful harmony. That totally didn't drive everybody away. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's good to see you, dumpster divers.
Grumblebee Scree.
Grumblebee Scree. Yeah, join in.
Yeah.
Lovely. Wonderful. So Grumblebee, you were first Cheeto, but Slimy J did claim the first prize of a forehead smooch. Here you go. Mwah.
Wow.
And let's see, we've got Cheetos from Slimy Jade, of course, Grumblebee Bumble, of course. We've got Metal, Amari, Scorbunny, Kleptojack, Cena, and Kay. And we got a smooched away.
Wow.
Bun Scree, hi Scorbunny. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Doll Yap, yes, it is time. It's very, very good timing too, because I had a doll delivery today. I haven't gotten photos yet, because I'm kind of in the process of figuring out how to organize things ever since I got my new little cube shelves. But I managed to get a Venus for like 60% off.
Yes.
On clearance, and I also managed to grab the Real Drama Draculaura that I thought I missed out on, because I managed to catch the second wave of it being stocked. And I honestly didn't think they were going to deliver it. I was totally expecting them to cancel the order, because they were like, I think I ordered it on like the 31st, and it was like arriving September 9th. I'm like, I don't know about that. I didn't trust it, but I was proven wrong. The problem is, though, that these online orders for the Real Drama Monster High dolls, everybody is getting ripped boxes. Like, so many people wanted to keep them new in box, and their boxes are just arriving shredded and with stickers on them. Mine didn't have stickers, and mine is damaged a little bit, because I was going to keep her in box for now, at least. I'm not much of an in-box collector, but I like her box. It has, like, the fancy style. Let me pull up a picture so people actually know what I'm talking about. Because this was originally released 3 years ago, and I missed out on it then, and I was very sad. Because I used to own... Let me zoom out. Oh, the cropping, of course. There we go. There we go. There she is. Not her inbox, but, the Real Drama series is the original Monster High dolls, but in black and white with one color streaked in their hair. So Draculaura is my favorite of them because her outfit lends itself so well to being in black and white. And of course the pink in the hair looks very good. I used to have an original G1 Draculaura, but that was one that got sold. And I'm definitely not replacing that one anytime soon. Well, unless it was a pre-production. But I like this one more than the original color palette, actually. Let me see if I can pull up a group shot. Well, it doesn't have Cleo. Whoop! Oh, you're not gonna let me look at it? That's fine. What about you? There we go. Bless you.
Exploding.
Please don't. Please don't explode. There we go. So those are what the boxes look like. Cleo's not in this lineup because Cleo was just added this year. So all of the like original Monster High characters are based on like the monster movies, the Universal monster movies of like the 50s. So that's why they kind of went with this like 1950s black and white movie theme. They all look good, but I think just Draculaura is the winner out of these. With Frankie probably being a close second, but that's because Frankie's very first collector doll was black and white Frankie. This one just has blue in the hair and longer hair. So, that was the one I got. The other one I got... And this might still be on sale for anyone who's interested. They're trying to clearance off the Garden Mysteries line. But this Venus... This is one of her outfits, so she comes with multiple outfits. This is actually her secondary outfit. But, let's see. Do we have... It's kind of hard to get a good photo of the outfit she comes dressed in. This might be. So, this is the Venus I got. This is my second G3 Venus now. I like her because she has the asymmetric haircut. Like, well, I mean, the other one has an asymmetric haircut, but this one is a little more reminiscent of G1. Oh! Thanks, Scree, you Scree, for Scree, the Scree, 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 redeem Scree, Kiri Scree, welcome Scree, in Scree. I'm Scree, sorry Scree, you Scree, miss Scree, the Scree, intro Scree, 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 because Scree, I Scree, got Scree, Jade Scree, to Scree, joint Scree, in Scree.
I Scree, dead Scree.
Oh, Scree, you Scree, 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 with Scree, me Scree, two Scree?
Why Scree, not Scree?
Scree! Scree!
Scree!
Let Scree, me Scree, catch Scree, up Scree. Grumble Scree, B Scree, good Scree, how Scree, R Scree, you Scree. I Scree, am Scree, okay Scree. Had Scree, A Scree, tasty Scree, dinner Scree.
Chicken Scree, and Scree, gravy Scree.
And Scree, happy Scree, about Scree, doll Scree, delivery Scree, day Scree, and Scree, doll Scree, yap Scree, day Scree.
Doll Scree, yap Scree, doll Scree, yap Scree, doll Scree, yap Scree.
Y'all Scree, R Scree, so Scree, cute Scree, I love you Scree. Okay, we're free, we're free. I actually, that wasn't as hard this time. I'm getting better at it. I can see how Alex has gotten so good at the moves.
Yeah.
Like, when I first started, I was like, this is such a mouthful. I can't do this. But, like, I wasn't even thinking very hard. It just kind of fell into place.
You donked up at the very end.
I was reading an abbreviation, so technically I was reading it as one word. I realized that, but I was looking at a one-word, no spaces in between.
Yeah. I know. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, so there.
Scraw.
Go eat your pizza about it.
I wish I had pizza.
Hey, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? Probably tomorrow, because we're gonna have TTRPG in the afternoon, and then I have Pokemon in the evening, so I'm not gonna want to cook and clean in between that. Let's do pizza tomorrow. Does Little Caesars still have pretzel crust?
Let me check.
If not, we should get our other usual place. Our fave. You ate pizza? Oh my god, Cena, did you get the Domino's pizza? Cena, actually, I was trying to send you money last night, 2 nights ago. I was trying to send you money on my phone, but it was defaulting to goods and services, and I couldn't switch it, and I forgot to go try it on desktop, because I don't know why PayPal was doing that, because I wanted you to get the full amount, but I saw your Domino's, like, coupon thing, and I was like, oh, Cena needs Domino's.
They still have pretzel crust and stuff.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, well, maybe we'll get a little sneezers tomorrow. Yeah. Carrie says I was doing good for most of the day, but then peaked with chronic and other pain, but got home and it's back under control, so I'm here. Hey, I'm really glad that it didn't haunt you after you got home. I'm glad you were able to rest up and have it subside, because I have been there. I totally understand having a good day, and then the pain comes around and the fatigue, and it's like, oh no, So I understand that. Hi, Sundrake. Got lunch and mall walking with a friend and basically honorary fan. Oh, that sounds like a nice day. Hi, Melly. Metal says I had a meat lover's calzone. That sounds like Slimy Jane's shit.
Calzone.
Slimy Jane loves a good calzone. You're like a calzone werewolf. You hear her? But how you doing, Melly? Thank you for the head pats. PayPal being dumb for you. Yeah, it's just been problems with PayPal lately. My PayPal issues have been resolved, by the way. I did get a refund, finally, for the $6 they double charged me for. And my bank account has been good and working since they reinstated it. So, my main PayPal issues are past me for now. But, yeah, that was the other PayPal thing, is that, like, if I'm sending money to a friend, I don't want to pay the goods and services fee and have them not get the full amount. My friend Aki sent me some money and I got Domino's for me and let mom not cook tonight. Oh, that's really good. Calzone and stromboli. What kind of pizza did you get, Cena? What toppings? Tell me more. You know you gotta pay the flavor / topping tax
Dangerously cheesy.
whenever you mention having food. Me and Jane must live vicariously through y'all.
Whoa.
Someone say calzone's mouth foaming. Me holding a water pistol at a tired Italian. Put the toppings in the dough. Stat. Glow. Hello. How are you, my beloved succubus? I hope, I think it's a work night for you. I hope work is treating you well. But it's always good to see you. This is my new Venus glow. I got a new Venus McFlytrap doll today. This is not my picture. It was just me trying to show the outfit that I currently have her in. Well, technically, I haven't put the mesh sleeves on her yet, but I'm gonna do that later tonight. Works okay, at least. That's good to hear. But, it is Yap Saturday once again.
Dangerously
And
cheesy.
this time we're gonna actually read the diary entries.
Are we?
We're gonna
Are
fucking
we sure
try
about
our
that?
best. We are going to really try our best. So I'm gonna make this bigger. I love her too. Yeah, G3 Venus, like, ate G1 Venus the fuck up. Like, I used to be a big G1 Venus fan, but now that G3 Venus is here, I'm like, G1 Venus who? Like, G1 Venus is probably gonna get a pre-production next year, and I'm probably not gonna get it.
Yeah, because G3's so much better.
The one thing I miss about G1 is the flocked shaped side. But it's okay because Venus, G3 Venus has the braided side, so that's fine. Frankie, on the other hand, G3 Frankie, I beg them to make one with flocking. Please.
Or else.
I want it to be fuzzy. I want to touch it with my little batty paws. Hi, Mama. Thank you for the Cheeto. I hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday, Scree.
Happy belated birthday!
Yee! Curie says I got a blind box of Sanrio, but it's the non-popular ones. It has Tuxedo Sam, who's my fave, and you ended up getting him and the black bird name is blank. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I also don't know the name.
Yeah,
Something with a K, maybe?
Is it
No.
Bats Maroon, right?
Maybe. It might be. Cena says, oh ho ho, I got a garlic sauce pizza with Italian sausage and onion. Half no onion for my mom to have pizza options as the free pizza. I got a pepperoni beef normal pizza to share for dinner. I got some pepperoni stuffed cheese bread to also share. And they hit me with the $2.99 Parmesan bites, so I put that in the order too. Final item was a chicken Alfredo bread bowl, I can read, which I'm hoarding for tomorrow / next day. That sounds like a fucking lovely haul, Cena. I'm so happy for you. You deserve all the tasty, cheesy pizzas. I spent it mostly curled in a scalding hot salt bath, and other part is a deep wizard. That sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm sure, you know, the bath sounds like you needed, you know, the relaxation. But, that sounds good. And I got to serenade you as Jason Funderburker, so there's that. Batsmaru, that's a weird name. It is a weird name. Scalding hot salt bath does sound amazing. I need it to stop being summer weather here. Today was kind of hot. Today was in the 90s, and I was feeling it. I was feeling it, Mr. Krabs. But I can use the weather just getting a smidge cooler so I can enjoy some hot baths. But, yeah. Now I'm gonna be thinking about pizza for tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna be reading diary entries today. For those of you that don't know, we have been reading the Monster High G1 profiles for the past couple streams. There was a lot of them. It took 2 entire streams to read every single character who got a doll's profile. But we finally did it, and we have some questions. We have some questions about lore. So I figured we're gonna go to the ones that we have the most questions about their lore, and try to learn a little bit more about them. Pain relief was my main reason, but it was nice. I got some ouchies going on. I figured it was a pain relief bath. I get that. I hope it was able to help. It's been a cooler week, but next week's supposed to get back to 80s. I got a little taste of fall, like last week. It was a little cooler. I needed to go back, please. So, for the first diaries that we are going to be reading, me and Jade taking turns, we want to know what the fuck is going on with Jackson Jekyll and Holt Hyde. Because we have a lot of questions about this normie who turns into a monster, and it took him years to realize that there was 2 of them. And
dangerously cheesy.
Their parents are Mr. and Mrs. Hyde, but does that mean that they're also half monster? Like, how does that work?
Well, no. Their parents are not Mr. and Mrs. Hyde.
Yeah.
Holt Hyde's parents are Mr. and Mrs. Hyde.
Uh-huh.
Jackson Jekyll's parents are just listed as Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. So what the fuck's going on there?
Who is Mrs. Hyde?
Who is Mrs. Hyde? Where is Mrs. Jekyll? Like, if Jackson Jekyll's parent is only Dr. Jekyll, is he a creation or is he a normal human? Where is his mom? These are the kind of questions we are asking and we demand answers to. And I'm gonna be real, we're gonna probably walk out of here with more questions, but
probably
we're gonna try. Let's go, Sano. IDK what happened to my account, but whatever, I'm back. Well, welcome back. Welcome in. We are gonna be talking about Monster High today, so buckle up. Hi, Zebulon. Thank you for the Cheeto. Thank you for the head pat. So, let's see, we read the profile already.
Yeah.
Slimy G, would you like to kick us off?
Unless you want me to do my patented nerd voice for Jackson Jekyll.
Okay, but if I'm reading Whole Hide, I'm not doing a voice.
That's fine, that's fair.
IDK a damn thing about Monster High. Well, sadly, we've spent a lot of time going over a lot of Monster High stuff in the past few months, and we're kind of getting into the deeper lore now. So you missed the period of time where we were introducing all of the characters, looking at the dolls, looking at pictures of them, reading their little bios.
Well, here, I'll give the quick rundown. Monster High is a ball joint fashion doll brand that's also a TV show. It has had 3 different generations. The gist of it is that Monster High is a high school for monsters, and pretty much all those monsters are the offspring of famous popular monsters or figures from like myth and legend and folklore.
Yeah, so like the dolls originally came out in 2010, and the first lineup was like the daughter of Frankenstein, the daughter of the Mummy, the daughter of the werewolves, and they just kind of kept rolling with that. And so they release a bunch of dolls. They release little animated webisodes and sometimes animated movies in conjunction with the doll lines. And as Slimy J mentioned, there's 3 generations. We're looking at Generation 1 currently. But Generations just means when did they reboot the series. So they've rebooted the series twice now. The second one sucked. The third one is where we're at in present day, and it's okay. It's good. It has its problems. But we've gone back and we're looking at the G1, because that's like where the bulk of Monster High stuff is. That was like 2010 to 2016. So that was like where all this stuff was established. But we're currently going to be looking at the diary entries for Jackson Jekyll and Holt Hyde, which are, of course, based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They are the same kid that transforms from a, what they call normie or a human, into a monster or somewhat fire elemental. I still don't know why we had to do the flames, but there you go. Alright, so starting with Holt's diary, because I think Holt came out before Jackson. I think.
Which is weird.
Woke up in a moving truck last night, in the cab this time, but I was totally confused as how I got there and exactly where I was going. I figured since Mom's was driving, it meant another new job in another new town. Maybe this one will be the last for a while? Hold on! Mom's?
Yeah, like, you say, like, oh, my mom's, my pops.
Okay, I've never heard that. I've heard pops. I've never heard moms.
Moms is the mom equivalent.
I've never heard mums, like mum's the word, but I've never heard moms in this context. Also, what do you mean another new job in another new town?
I'm guessing because, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde shit, I bet they have to keep moving a lot because of crimes.
Oh boy.
That's my guess.
Yeah, let's make this bigger. Alright, tried to stay up so I could see what the new town looks like in the daytime, but it was no use. Soon after the first ray of sunlight cracked the horizon, I was out. Shouldn't be surprised, since for as long as I can remember, I've been tripping to the music of the night. I can't recall the last time I saw the sun. Really, I can't. I used to wonder if I was part vampire, but so far, no fangs and no overwhelming desire to make beet juice my new drink of choice. I must do some serious sleepwalking during the day, though, because sometimes when I wake up, I'm dressed like a complete dork. I put up some flyers at the mall advertising my DJ biz. Hopefully I'll get some bites. I know that once I get a few gigs, I'll be busy all the time, because I can definitely spin some scary mixes. Mom's is a classic. Yeah, I haven't heard it used in that way before. Alright. Oh, this is a long one. August 1st. Being the new monster in town means I gotta figure out who all the players are, so I don't get off on the wrong claw with any of the locals. So I've been taking walks at night with Crossfade just to check things out. Side note, Crossfade is his pet. I forget what type of pet. Do you remember?
Chameleon?
Chameleon, yes. This is what I peeped so far. Count Dracula. This ain't no mopey, please give me a hug cause I'm a vampire crybaby. This is the original, old school, dark as midnight, bad to the fang, Nosferatu. Is he Nosferatu or is he Dracula? Sir.
Great question.
There may be monsters that have been around longer, but none of them have Count Dracula's street cred. I'm sorry, it's street cred. He and his daughter live on my street in what's either a gigantic mansion or a small castle. I guess you'd have to go with the mansion, but only because there isn't a moat and a drawbridge. The Mummy. Gotta say, there's just something about old school monster royalty. They're like rock stars or something. I'm not the kind of monster that gets starstruck, but I seriously want to ask for his autograph. I didn't, but I thought about it. He and his princess daughter, Cleo Denial, live in this palace that looks like a movie set with servants and all. I don't know Cleo, but it seems like she's wound a little tight. The werewolf. There's one alpha wolf in his pack, and he is it. I heard he could have gone pro in just about any sport he wanted, but he was so much stronger and faster than the other players, they said it wouldn't be fair for him to play. He's got a big family and a not-so-big house, and it always seems like there's some kind of drama going on over there. The way they argue, you'd think they don't like each other, but you'd be wrong. They watch out for each other, and if you fight one of them, you better be ready to take them all. Claude is the BMOC, big monster on campus, and Claudine's gonna have songs written about her one day. The big monster on campus. This is so cringe but funny. That is Monster High to a T, my friend. Monster High is so joyously cringe. We embrace it. If they say Daddy-O, I'm a flip. Oh my god, metal. Frankenstein and his bride. Mr. Stein's pretty cool, or pretty chill for a dude who's 8 feet tall and looks like he's strong enough to tie knots in oak trees. Mrs. Stein, on the other hand, well, let's just say Mr. Stein's a lucky monster. Dude, is Holt just, like, peeping out Bride of Frankenstein's, like, bazongas?
Yes. That's exactly what's happening.
They live in a house that looks like a cross between a Swiss chalet and a research lab. I think they've got a new baby over there, but I haven't seen her yet. Oh, calling Frankie a baby. The sea monster. He doesn't really live on land. At least, I don't think he does. For sure, he's got a little beach house where Laguna Blue lives. It's got a killer dock that goes out over the water. I saw Laguna sitting out there talking to him one night. He never got out of the water, though, so I couldn't tell exactly what he looked like. But he churned serious water when he left. I think he mostly just keeps to himself and doesn't spend a lot of time with surface monsters. Medusa. Seems like she's got her hiss together and is in total control of her emotions. Good thing, too, because if she ever lost it, your career as a permanent life-size paperweight would start right away. I guess that's why she wears sunglasses outside of her house, even at night. Speaking of her house, it looks like a building from one of those pictures at a Greek restaurant. The kind with the big columns and everything. I bet the acoustics in that place are awesome. Wonder if she ever lets Deuce have parties up there. Oh my god, what if we got a jazz skeleton? Mattel, you can have it for free. Jazz skeleton Manster next, please. I need the skeleton going doot doot with the horn. Like one of my old favorite memes. And hi Redria, welcome in. Thank you for the Cheeto. We are reading Monster High Diaries today. Alright, next one. Have you ever met someone for the first time and it's like you've known them all your life? Dude, this totally happened to me last night. I was doing this bubblegum dance gig. Not really my style, but sometimes you've got to give the monsters what they want, you know? Anyway, this absolutely smoking little vampire was out on the floor doing the Transylvania trance, and there wasn't another monster in the place that could keep up. So I flipped the switch to autopilot and jumped right in there with her. When the song was over, I was like, Oola D, you rock. Side note, yes, some of the characters call Draculaura Oola D, or just Oola. Or Lala.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Didn't know if you knew that. I think Lala might be a fan name more, but Oola D, yeah, I remember
Why
seeing.
Oola D? Why Oola D?
Draculaura, Eula. Yeah, I don't know. You got me there. Have you tried the new Mountain Dew Baja Midnight? Yes, I have. I did try it because it was so purple. It was good, but I wouldn't get it over a regular Baja Blast. I'll say that much.
Same.
Yeah. But it did tempt me with its purple ways. It's the Ula from the middle of Draculaura, and then the D from her first name thrown at the end, like a street nickname.
Yeah, like I get the how it's made.
Yeah.
But
Also,
why?
isn't this his first time like meeting her like formally?
I don't know.
And in the way he talked about like Dracula and his daughter, it was like that he hadn't like talked to them before.
Yeah.
Ooh, D, you rock. Then she said, how do you know my name? Because I don't think we've ever met, have we? Oh, so she just said that's her name. She just said, how do you know my name in response to being called Oola D instead of, why the fuck are you calling me a nickname?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess other people must call her Oola D, right?
Yeah, like, I guess, like, Jackson Jekyll, because that's what he's getting at here.
Yeah, he's saying, I couldn't think of a time where we had met, but somehow I just knew who she was. Weird, huh? Yeah, so that's definitely, they're hinting at Jackson having a relationship, you know, having met them before, having met Draculaura and the crew. Oola D. Hi, Nexus. Thank you for the hydrate. Nexus, I had a Madrinas today. It came out really good. I had a little bit of ice in it. I did the caramel brown sugar. Which is my second time having that one. I still haven't cracked into the dark chocolate caramel or the brownie batter yet because when I open those, I'm going to share those with Jade. So I'm waiting till a time where like we both are in the mood for coffee so I can make it at the same time. But I'm very thankful for the Madrinas right now since I'm bound to the house until we get the van replaced. So, yippee. Alright, next diary. Had a date with the lovely and lyrical operetta. She's a bit of a diva, but what a set of pipes. I told her to see this band I really like, and everything was going great until this gargoyle bumps into her and almost knocks her down. I didn't think his apology was sincere, so I got hot, and long story short, I got us kicked out. Operetta was embarrassed about it and asked me to take her home. I sent her a dozen dead roses, but she's still not talking to me. My temper constantly gets me into trouble, but it never gets me out. Damn, bro, he was trying to be cool. He was trying.
Yeah, well, keep it together, dude. Don't go messing with gargoyles.
Also, Nexus, I hope you had a nice birthday. I hope it was fun. I hope you had a blast with Supermarket Together last night.
Yay, Nexus.
Next entry. Mom found out about last night from Operetta's dad. She says I need to do a better job controlling my temper and stop being such a hothead. But it's not like I can just become a different person. Sometimes I think she wishes I wasn't a monster at all. Does she think I can just snap my fingers and turn into some dorky human or something? I swear, sometimes I just want to ashes. I melt more pens this way. Maybe Mom's right. Wish there was like a potion you could drink to get rid of the bad stuff. Oh well. He's trying. He's trying.
He's trying.
I think I'm gonna take some night school classes this year. I heard that Monster High does non-traditional classes for monsters who don't do daylight. And since I seem to fit into that crew, I'm gonna sign up. There's supposed to be this siren that gives voice lessons, and Operetta's dad teaches a keyboard class.
I'm sure they mean piano keyboard, but we're just teach typing.
Yeah. Hi, Zero. Thank you for the Cheeto. I hope you were well. And Nexus, thank you for your cheesy offering as well. Okay, I'm noticing, so I have one more whole entry, but then it's gonna start fusing into Jackson's.
That's fine.
So I don't know how we're gonna handle that, but
you can just go back and forth.
Let me read this entry. I started working on a song that I want to kind of be about my life. Maybe inspiration will hit me and I'll finish it, or maybe I haven't lived long enough to write a song about my life. Anyways, I got the first verse. Oh, this should be good. A twisted road plays out like a rhyme, revealing itself a little at a time. Turn the corner, leave what's behind. Out of sight and out of mind, out of sight and out of mind. Guess I'll have to see where the road leads. That's less cringe than I was thought.
Yeah.
That was less bad than I thought it was gonna be for whole. Let's see, September 9th. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Jackson's in a separate tab. Let's see, diary entries by author Jackson Jekyll. Hi Hex, thank you for the Cheeto. Let's see, we got. Oh, okay, so he actually doesn't have anything before then. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. All right, well, you're up, Slimy Jade.
Wahoo! Alright, here we go. Let me get into my voice.
Yes, get into nerd voice.
So it turns out I'm a monster. Well, part-time monster, actually, which leaves me pretty much full-time confused. It's not like I didn't know that Mom and Dad were both monsters. The first time I saw Mom's hide side come out was when I was 5 and we were visiting my dad's side of the family. Some of the little neighborhood monsters decided that they were going to play kick the can, only they were going to use me as the can. Every time I tried to run home, they blocked my way and pushed me down. I started crying, and then they really started making fun of me. And all of a sudden, I heard this roar, and there was my mom. Even though it didn't look like her, I knew it was. And honestly, all I could think was, "Why, Mother, what big muscles you have." Needless to say, I never had any problem with the local monsters again. Dad's a fire elemental, of course. Wait.
Keep reading. We'll talk about this after.
Okay. And I grew up playing with Heath, so I was never afraid of monsters. I just didn't think any monster heritage is passed on to me. When I asked Mom and Dad if they knew me and Holt were the same person, they said, "Of course we knew you and Holt were the same person. You're your parents. Now finish your breakfast or you'll be late for school." Well, thanks for clearing that up for me, Mom and Dad, Because, you know, it's not like having that little bit of information would have been helpful at all. Good thing I'm past those awkward teenage years where news like this could really have a negative impact on my psyche.
And then Holt has a little note that says, ooh, sarcasm. I like it. Okay, alright, wait, what? Okay, so we're getting more answers about the parent thing.
But more questions!
But wait, so, first of all, so Mr. Jekyll... Dr. Jekyll is a fire elemental. Yes?
Yes.
And then Mrs. Hyde is half monster, half human.
Yeah.
And then they give birth to Jackson, who's also Holt, who's half human, half fire elemental, but also gets the transforming thing from the mom.
Yeah.
What do you mean Jackson thinks he's human when he has a fucking monster father, and when he's 5 years old discovers that his mom's also a monster? What? And also the nonchalant, yeah, we knew that you had this monster twin inside of you. Now finish your breakfast. Like, that's so shitty.
Maybe they just assumed he wasn't this stupid and knew.
He was 5!
Yeah, but he asked recently. Like, this starts out with, so it turns out I'm a monster. That means he found out, like, today.
That's so fucked up, though!
Which means he has not realized this since he was 5.
I think his mom is full monster, rage beast, but presents half human when not transformed. Yeah, and so he saw that side at least once, but he was too young to really think about it. Like, he was too young to really understand it. And they didn't think to sit him down at any point before he was 16 to check in. You don't just assume that your kid knows this shit. Like, what? Because wouldn't the mom know more than anybody that you don't have that communication between your sides? Unless, like, you give tangible ways to communicate. Like, you don't share thoughts, you don't share memories, or for the most part. I mean, Holt had that little bit of bleed over of knowing Draculaura's Uladi name.
Are you ready for my headcanon?
Yeah.
Both sides of Mrs. Hyde assumed that the other side already thought.
Okay, I like that. I like that. It's like the ask your mom and then mom says ask your dad, but like with the monster double mom. Yeah. I like this.
We're gonna take a sip of water. Are we ready?
The lack of telling him's fucked up. What about the dad? Yeah, he just said the dad's a fire elemental. I just... Wait, okay, wait. So, Holt says his parents are Mr. and Mrs. Hyde. So is Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll two people as well? Is Dr. Jekyll a fire okay, cause yeah, parents, Dr. Jekyll. He doesn't mention the mom, the fucking mom who can transform into a rage beast.
He's mad at her. He didn't put her on.
Oh shit, he disowned her. So is Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll just one fire elemental that has two names? Like maybe Dr. Jekyll is his like professional name and Mr. Hyde is his married name? Or like we got answers simultaneously with more questions.
Fire elemental dad who turns into rage beast Hyde mom. There's just one parent.
He's there. He could have been the one who said, yeah, buddy, of course you're a monster. Oh my god. Okay. Next entry, whenever you're ready, Slimy Dude.
I am ready. Here we go. Oh, scroll a little up, please. Yeah, right there's good. I had to go to the mad scientist, pediatrician today. Mom says that until I'm an adult, I need to continue seeing him because he has the most experience dealing with growing monsters. I feel fine, but Mom and Dad are worried because what triggered my transformation to Holt has changed. It used to happen when the sun went down, but now it seems to be loud music, I think.
Oh.
The waiting room was almost empty except for a mother werewolf and 2 young cubs. While Mom filled out paperwork, I sat down and tried to find something to read that wasn't chewed, gooed, or covered in monster germs. Then I heard one of the werewolf cubs say, "Mommy, is that a normie?" Yes, honey, don't
Dangerously,
stare. Is
Jesus.
he gonna eat us?
Hi, Neo.
I could tell that she was embarrassed, so I said, no way. I'm totally allergic to werewolf. It makes me sneeze. Achoo. The cub's eyes got really wide, and then she started laughing. Oh, that's not true. Then she held up her foot and said, I can tie my shoe. I said, that's amazing. Can you show me how? The werewolf mom relaxed too, and it turns out that she's related to Claude's family. Pretty soon a lab assistant appeared. Jackson Jekyll? She led us back to her room and said, the doctor will be with you shortly. Then, the wait. Which means sitting on the crinkly paper-covered exam table forever and wondering what would happen if I started playing with the instruments in the exam room and the doctor walked in. Anyway, just about the time I work up enough boredom and courage to start picking up some of the cooler-looking instruments laying on the counter, I hear... Can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah.
I hear the mad pediatrician pulling my chart, and the door opens. He's wearing a lab coat with purple vampire ducks, a stethoscope covers a fuzzy yellow dragon head. I'm sure it calms the younger monsters, but it scares the normie out of me. He gets right down to business, though, and tells me that the volatile nature of my elemental side, plus my Hyde heritage, plus being a teenager, equals constant change. He said that the trigger would probably change again before I reach adulthood. Then he gave me a lollipop, scheduled me for another test, and said he wanted to see me again in 3 months. Now I'm worried about what the trigger's going to change to next. What if it's showers? Would it be worth giving them up for the rest of high school just so I can have my own life?
Not unless you want your new name to be Stinky.
Thanks, Hole.
Damn, Hole.
Thanks, Hole.
Do you want the website to read this so you don't have to rely on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, because I made you smaller too to get out of the way, but like my wings are in the way too. Oh, cute yawn. Wow, adorable. Wow. You guys hearing this shit?
No. Alright, let me know when I should do the next one.
Go ahead.
It seems like I spent the first part of my life wishing I was a monster. Now that I am, maybe now I wish I wasn't.
Well, you're stuck with it now.
When I was spending all that time trying to get Dracula to bite me so I could become a vampire, I never really thought about anything except wanting to fit in with all the other monsters. Now the part of me that fits in doesn't even get to enjoy it.
Wine much?
It's like the worst of both worlds. Now I don't fit in anywhere at all. We're all supposed to meet with Mr. DeEck, the school guidance counselor, this week. Wonder if I'll need to make 2 appointments.
Lame. I already know what I'm going to be. Famous.
God, shut up.
Dude, be a team player. What the hell, bro? Next one.
Alright. It seems now that every monster knows Holt and me are the quote-unquote same person/monster. I don't get hassled as much for being a normie. Not that it makes any difference to Manny Tar, since he pretty much wants to bully down on any creature who's smaller than he is. When he first started picking on me, I stood up to him, because once a bully knows he can push you around, he'll never stop. But Deuce finally took me aside and said, "Listen, bro, you won a lot of respect standing up to Manny, and don't take this the wrong way, but..." Apparently, Manny was waiting for the right time to mash me like a slow matador. I kept waiting for it to happen, but it never did. In fact, it seemed like Manny was purposely avoiding me for some reason. It was almost like some monster had said something to him.
Yeah, wonder who that could have been.
He is being a team player. Alright, I got one more and that's it.
Yeah. Alright.
Headless Headmistress Bloodgood asked for volunteers to help with the middle school carnival fundraiser. So Deuce and I volunteered for setup and takedown duty. It was cool, and we didn't have to dress up as clowns or sit in the dunk tank. We set up tents, carried boxes, then hung out and waited for everything to be over. We checked out some of the other booths, too, because we had plenty of time to kill. Venus and Draculara were doing face painting, Rochelle was teaching monsters how to build sandcastles, some of which would have looked pretty good if they hadn't been built next to Rochelle's Sand Cathedral with a working bell tower and miniature gargoyles.
Damn,
The
Rochelle.
best, though, was the stunt Rebecca performed. She flew over the carnival a couple times to get every monster's attention, then flew straight up until it sounded like her rocket boots stalled, and then she came streaking back toward the ground like a falling star. A huge gasp went up from the crowd as it looked like she was going to crash. Then she fired her rockets back up and totally buzzed the crowd less than 20 feet off the ground. It was so awesome, I actually gave Holt a chance to see her second performance.
Thanks, dude. It was totally rockin'. I would have been bummed if I didn't get to see it.
When the carnival was over, we helped take everything down, and all the volunteers went to hang out at the coffin beam. It was dark by then, and we would have missed out on that part of the fun. If things were the same as they used to be. Still hoping I won't have to give up showers someday, though.
That makes both of us stinky. Wow.
Wow.
Well, as we got answers and then questions again about the parental situation between these two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have more or less questions when we started.
Great question. Alright guys, what characters do we want to learn about?
Avia Trotter.
Avia Trotter!
And of
Yeah.
course- Hold on. Gotta do it.
Yeah, let me get my water.
Avia Trotter, bird and horse.
Always. Okay,
We
and
don't really have many questions about her. It's just that she wasn't in the webisode, so we need to read about her.
yeah, so me and Jade have watched all of the Monster High G1 webisodes, and they did do a couple for Freaky Fusion, but Avia was notably missing. I think they just didn't want to draw a horse. They didn't want to draw a centaur, but no, because then there was that one centaur dude who had a crush on Nightmare, and he got to be in a couple episodes.
Yeah, he got to not talk and lust after an actual horse, and it was very uncomfortable.
Yes. Me over here feeling like I'm being read a bedtime story. I'm glad. I hope we can put you all to sleep with the weird world of Monster High.
Yeah, get cozy.
I hope you have weird dreams. Hi Ivy, welcome in. All right, let's I guess let me pull up. Ooh. Let's pull up a picture of Avia Trotter for those of you that want a better look at her, even though she comes up on the screen whenever someone redeems her.
She's so cool.
There she is.
God, look at her. She's so rad.
Harpy and Centaur, but they had to go with Bird and Horse. You're just sleepy in general.
Serena Von Boo.
Part ghost, part mermaid too. Bonita, femur, skeleton, Emma. Amy and Trotter, Bird and Horse.
They knew what they were doing. They knew.
Alright. Avia's Freaky Fusion Diary. I went for a gallop along the beach this morning for a couple of reasons. One, because I thought the sand might feel nice on my hooves. And two, a nice gallop always clears my head. There was a lovely tailwind, too, that caught my wings and helped carry me along. It was almost as if I was flying down the beach. Almost. I passed a ghoul and a manster who looked like they were my age. The ghoul was trying to teach the manster how to surf, but he didn't look scary comfortable. I didn't stop to watch, though, because I was just getting my second wind and was really starting to enjoy myself. I also saw Cyrena bob up and out of the water, then sink again beneath the waves. She didn't see me, so I didn't stop for her either, as there was no guarantee that Cyrena was going to come back to the surface anyway. I love Cyrena to undeath, but I can never make wings or tail out of what she's about to do next. She tends to drift down her own path, and if it happens to cross the one you're on, it's always a treat. In fact, as flighty as she can be, Cyrena is the reason Nathan, Bonita, and me all met and became friends. All of us were in middle school together, but we didn't really know each other very well. I was standing by my locker one day when this vampire kid asked me if I would come to his little brother's birthday party and give flying pony rides. I wanted to kiss the unliving day frights out of him when Nathan and Bonita walked past. Nathan and Bonita stopped to try and play peacemaker, but the kids' friends ganged up on us, and pretty soon they were chasing all of us down the hall. We turned the corner, and there was Cyrena. "Follow me if you want to unlive," she said as she touched a brick in the wall that opened a secret passage. We all ran in, and she closed the door behind us. Bonita asks, how'd you find this place? Cyrena just shrugged. Sometimes not paying attention to where you're going gets you to places you really want to be. None of us really understood what she was saying at the time, but we've all been beast friends ever since. And no matter how many schools we bounce around to, we can always count on each other. Okay, so all of the Freaky Fusion hybrid characters, they were not in Monster High. They, like, transferred. So what I'm hearing is that they went to a middle school with multiple hybrids. And that's where they met. And then they were in a high school together. And then they transferred to Monster High. So why is Monster High all like, oh, hybrids, oh, we don't have those here? You know?
Yeah. Great question.
Actually, her wings would need to be bigger in order to propel a horse's body off the ground. It's Monster High logic. You don't gotta think about the physics. It's all magic, baby.
It's monster magic.
It's monster magic. It was really bad a couple years ago because one of my friends would jokingly read Sonic High School fanfic in chat and literally put me to sleep. Oh no. Nice. Kiri got the Beautifly. Every monster knows about Monster High, but not every monster wants to go there. I suppose there are different reasons for that. I've heard monsters say the school isn't old enough to have traditions, that it's just a fad that will run its course and be replaced by some new creepy cool high school idea. I've also heard that the headmistress there is such a stickler for details and excellence that some members of the Ghoul Board thinks it's making it too hard to attract new students. I don't really know what to think, although it has some pretty passionate monsters that say it's the best school ever. I know Mom and Dad are hoping that they accept my application so I can start there in the fall. I doubt that I'll get in, but I'm filling out the application anyway. Part of the application is a section where we're supposed to give a brief history of our monster heritage. I started to just write Father, Centaur, Mother, Harpy, and leave it at that, but I'm proud of my parents, so I didn't. I need to take a sip of water.
Hydrate.
So she's actually going into applying to Monster High and how not everybody wants to go there.
Yeah.
And it seems both partially prestigious, but also partially, like, people are afraid to go because of Bloodgood. Dad's a scientist who specializes in researching monster remedies and medicine. Mom is, or should I say was, an aerial surveyor. Now she works with Dad as his research assistant. He calls her his Ghoul Fright Day. What?
It's a play off of Gal Friday, which
Gal Friday
is like a term for like assistant.
Ghoul Fright Day.
Okay. Dale Gribble calls Octavio that in one of the episodes of King of the Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
And lays all of his success at her feet.
Dangerously
They met when they were
cheesy.
working at a jungle research station with Dr. Boolittle. I don't think Mom and Dad liked each other very much at first. Apparently, Dad had a habit of getting lost in the jungle, and Mom was always being sent out to find him. Dad says he never got lost. He just wanted to see what was over the next hill, even if that hill was 20 miles away. One day, a monster storm was blowing in, and Dad hadn't returned to the research station, so Mom flew out again to find him. Mom found him at about the same time a powerful downdraft from the storm sent her crashing into the trees. Dad found her. Mom's wings and one ankle were so badly sprained that she could neither fly nor walk. Dad felt so bad about Mom getting hurt because of him that he put her on his back and carried her out of the jungle. Mom said that this act of kindness caused her heart to melt right out of her chest. Dad also said that on the trip back, they found out they had a lot more in common than they both realized, and by the time they made it out of the jungle, he felt like he'd found his best friend. He didn't say beast friend!
No!
Now, Mom says Dad helps keep her grounded, while Dad says Mom makes his heart soar. They're the beast parents ever, there we go. And they make me proud of what and who I am. Hi, Raya, thank you for the Cheeto. Welcome in. It's a classic movie. My Nana used to call me her Girl Friday when she was still alive, and I was going there every Friday. I somehow have missed this. I somehow have never caught this, even though I've watched King of the Hill. I guess I heard Dale say that and my brain just glossed over it because I never heard of it before.
Yeah. I am full of plight already.
Yeah?
Because I read ahead to the first line of this next entry and I just want to just go dive into a well.
Oh?
Yeah.
Well, we have an ad break coming in.
Okay.
So we'll get into that when we get back from ads. My Nana saying it was the first time I'd heard it, TBH. I found the movie on the Internet Archive, but I haven't watched it yet. Well, I've learned something new. Thanks to Monster High's monster puns. And viewers like you. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for ads to hit. We're gonna take a BRB, and then we'll figure out what's more of what's going on with the Aviatrotr Burden Horse. And if anyone wants to think on any characters they would like to request we learn more about, please feel free to. I know not everyone here knows many of the Monster High characters, but if you have one that has caught your attention at any point, feel free to let us know, and we can check out their diary entries if they have them. Sweet. Alright, there's ads. See you in a few. Wah!
Wahoo.
Scree! We are back. Scree. Hi, Caduceus. Let me get a sip of water before we get back into these diaries.
Let me know if you want me to take over at all.
Yeah, that would be helpful. These are pretty. Yeah, it made more sense to split it by character for Jackson and Holt since they were kind of intertwined.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Alright, let me just, do a thing. Alright. I've been accused of being as stubborn as some four-legged normie animal that for some reason I can't remember the name of right now.
What?
Also,
What?
Also,
what do you mean she doesn't know she's part horse? What do you mean they called her bird and horse and she doesn't know the name for horse?
Also, horses exist.
Nightmare. Nightmare's literally just a horse.
Yeah, a horse.
What is this? What do you mean it's a Norby animal she doesn't remember the name of? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Calming down.
I told you I wanted to jump in a well from that.
God damn it, Monster High. We can't keep doing this. Have some consistency, damn it. Horses exist, citation needed.
I'm not sure which side of the family that stubbornness comes from, but Mom and Dad both have their moments. Sometimes it's a good trait to have, like when I'm out for a run and my mind says stop, but I know my body can keep on going, and sometimes not, like when I won't back down after I've been insulted. For instance, one of the most insulting things you can say to a centaur is, how about a ride? Centaurs don't give rides. Most monsters know this, but because I also have wings, they think it doesn't apply to me. I know I should have thicker skin by now, but there are just some soft spots that certain barbs always seem to find. I guess that's what makes me distrustful of other monsters. Yeah, I know you can't judge every monster by the words and actions of a few, but I've really gotten to the place where I assume any new monster I meet is one of the few until they prove they're not. Mom always tells me that no monster can take your dignity, but I can give it away by the way I react towards those who are just trying to steal it from me. My mom has a lot of dignity stored up, while I constantly feel like I'm dropping a single coin into a very large and empty vault. Poor Amy Trotter.
Aww. Doesn't remember the name of a horse.
Remember the name of a horse. Nathan, Benita, and I all went to the movies tonight. We invited Serena, but she said she would see where the currents took her. At least she's consistently inconsistent. The movie was the last one Veronica von Vamp made before she returned to her life as Elizabeth and took the throne as the Queen of the Vampires. Of course, she could always make another. After all, what's the point of being the queen if you can't do what you want every now and again? It was fun, and I liked the theater. It has a standing room only section for those monsters that don't really fit into a standard size seat. Yay, accessibility! After it was over, we went to the diner to grab a late fright snack. But I guess every other monster must have had the same idea, because we had to wait around a while for a table. While we were waiting, we heard two bulls behind us talking about Monster High. They were exchange students of some sort. One was a lake monster from Rotland, and the other was a Bigfoot from Monster Pichu. They were mostly talking to Nathan, which was fine because he's genuinely friendly, and bulls seem to think he's cute. I don't see it myself. That's probably because I've known him for so long. He's more like a brother to me. I was actually wishing we were closer to this Minotaur monster that was ahead of us in the line. He really made my wings flutter. But he was also with this sweet little Cyclops school, and you could tell they only had an eye for each other. We finally got seated, though, and our waitress was this vampire ghoul that tried to give us the wrong food twice, but she was so funny and apologetic about it that we had a hard time getting irritated at her. Nathan said she was the daughter of Dracula. How he knew that, I'm not sure. But like I said, he's much more friendly than the rest of us, and probably just asked. Cyrena finally came floating in after we were finished. She said that she had been exploring the catacombs and met another ghost named Spectra. I totally lost track of time, and then I got distracted, and I couldn't remember where I was supposed to be, so I just came here, she said. We all talked for a little while longer about our chances of being able to start at MH in the fall. We're going to get in, Nathan said. I'm not worried at all. Benita was worried, though, and she started chewing on the sleeve of her shirt as we were talking about it. I'm not worried as much about getting in as I am about fitting in. What if it's the same as every other school we've been to? I'm tired of being the odd monster out, and if they don't want us, then they can just have their stupid school. I don't care how great it is. Deep breath, Avia. Deep breath. We might be the beast thing that ever happened. Or possibly the worst. Maybe. I'll just cross my fingers and hope for something in the middle.
You want me to take the next one?
No, I can.
You got it.
Yeah, it's just 3 in a row. You did like 3 or 4 in a row.
Right, let me... There we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
I clopped down to the mailbox today, hoping to find the new pair of gloves I ordered. Palomino in color, velvet in material, and just the right size that fit my hands. But what did I find instead? A letter embossed with the Monster High crest and a wax seal stamped with the initials HHB. This put a little giddy in my up, as it was certain to be a rejection letter. So I was all prepared for the thought of yet another year of trying to find a school where I'd be welcome, or where we'd be welcome. I gave the letter to Mom and trotted back to my room. After about a minute, I heard her crying. Yup, I thought, rejection. Not that I'm cavalier about Mom's hurt feelings, but since I already knew what it was going to say, I guess I wasn't going to get all emotional about yet another high school that didn't want me. I walked back to where Mom was standing and gave her a big hug. It's okay, Mom. We can always try again next year. She didn't say anything. She just smiled through the tears and held up the letter. Miss Avia Trotter. Dear Avia, we are delighted to inform you that your application for enrollment at Monster High has been accepted for the fall scaremester. We trust that you are as excited to become a part of the student body at Monster High as we are to welcome you to it. Sincerely, Headless Headmistress Blunt. Then, just for a minute, I started crying too. I'm not sure why. Maybe some part of me hopes this will be the one place where I'll be accepted for who and what I am. Now, wouldn't that be a real kick in the pants?
Kick in the pants?
Kick in the pants.
Really put the giddy in my up.
Really put the giddy in my up.
And that's it, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so we just get the diaries before they join school, because then the movie takes place on, like, the week they join school, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what next?
Yeah. Who's next? I'm gonna look through the list here.
Guliope could be fun. Oh, she doesn't have diaries. She just has a profile. Sad.
Ah.
So not even every character has a diary. Astronova has a diary. I don't know if Cena's still out there. Oh no, her diary's from Nebuary.
Nebuary.
Guliope has a printed diary? Huh. This Tumblr seemed pretty all-encompassing, let me say. Monster High Guliope diary. Freak Do Sheet diary. Okay, yeah, she does have one, just not on the site here by series. Maybe if I go to the Freak Do Chic. Oh yeah, this blog for some reason doesn't have the Freak Do Chic diaries.
No.
Let's see. So, trying to uncrop these things is very challenging, but there's Guliope. She's taller than the rest of them. She's made of goo. So, let's see how I have to make this fit. Oh, you have the diaries on your Tumblr? Okay, well thank you for sharing. I got it on the wiki here. So this should be okay for my purposes right now. Ooh, a lot of text. Okay. Alright, so let's read a little bit about Guliope.
Wahoo.
Oh, there's little visual embellishments? Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'll want to read it text-wise, but we can look at, like, what it looks like. So there's, like, little notes written. Let me see if it has the experiment. Okay, yeah, it does have it on here. Yeah, I like it's, like, you know, kind of coffee stained. I like that. But, alright. Family night at Freak du Chic is always a little bittersweet for me. On the one claw, it's a joy to sometimes see 3 or 4 generations of a family all sitting together and enjoying the show. But on the other hand, on the other, I know that it's something I probably will never experience. Of course, I never say anything to any of the other performers because I know it would hurt their feelings. In fact, just tonight I heard Jitterwing say to one of the customers, "Oh, that's Guliope. She's the ringmaster's daughter, but every monster on the Midway claims her as their own." When I heard that, it made me feel I was being ungrateful for the unlife I have. But when the show closed and everything was quiet and still, I came back to my tent and opened my trunk. There, inside the glass jar that was my first crib, is a well-worn note. I always expected to say something different, to mysteriously change and tell me something it didn't before, but it never does. On the one side is typed, "To whom it may concern. A cold, sterile world is no place to raise a little goo. I can give her everything, except a community where the only thing about her that will ever be measured is the size of her heart. I know that you can give her the unlife I cannot. Sincerely, R.S." One day, maybe I will find R.S., or maybe R.S. will come and find me. Until then, the note goes back into the jar goes back into the trunk, and I will try to go to sleep. For tomorrow, everything must be broken down and packed to move. Then it's on to the next location with my family. It's so fucked up to just be like, hey, I made this thing, but I'm a fuck-ass dad, so I'm gonna let the circus raise you. Okay, bye.
Way to go, RS.
I've heard that when Unlife gets creepy crazy, some monsters threaten to run away and join the circus. I think if they knew what Unlife in the circus was really like, they would threaten to run away and join a team of dragon dentists or something equally eventful. I guess I don't blame them, though. The Freak du Chic really is quite magical when there are daring acts under the big top and the Midway is hopping. When the cadence call of the pitch monsters ring and the dead-licious smell of Scarnival Cretes fills the air. Then there's the excitement of travel. Moving from town to town, seeing new scenery, and constantly meeting new monsters does have an adventurous mystique about it. But it takes hours and hours of practice to make those daring acts look flawless, and our audiences never see the bumps, bruises, and sprains that come before the perfection. Yes, Scarnival food is indeed clawsome, but there are only so many fried cheese-stuffed pies on a stick you can eat before all you really want is an apple. Traveling can be exciting if you actually stay awake long enough to see the scenery between stops. I mean, after we finish packing tents and wagons and rides and concessions and everything else that makes the Freak du Chic what it is, being able to sleep is a real treat. In fact, I think I'll treat myself now before we go to the next location and the magic and adventures start all over again. Today, the show went dark, so some of the crew went into the local town to get some supplies. They asked me if I wanted to go, but I said I had homework to catch up on, so I couldn't. When I was just a little goo, I loved making those trips into town, but I wasn't very little for very long. And now that I'm 15 feet 2 inches tall, it's impossible to be inconspicuous. It was scary sweet of them to ask, but I never really feel comfortable away from the Scarnival. I guess I don't mind so much when monsters stare at me during the shows, because that's part of the reason they come to Freak du Chic. Here, I'm a performer. Out there, I'm an oddity. Poor Galliope. Alright, April 18th. Today is my birthday, and no one acknowledged it. I spent the whole day trying to convince myself that it was okay no one remembered, but I wasn't doing a very good job of it. I just kept thinking that somebody would say something, and when no one did, I went back to my tent and threw myself a pity party. It was a good one, too, complete with "no one loves me" and "who needs a stupid 16th birthday anyway?" I was even getting ready to unwrap. If they don't appreciate me here, I'll just go find somewhere where they do. When the FDC emergency siren went off... FDC? You can't just call Freak Do Chic FDC.
Why not?
I was like, what? What do you mean the FTC is being called? It didn't take long to forget about myself, because that alarm is only sounded when every monster's help is needed. I ran as fast as I could to the place where we were all supposed to gather in an emergency. But when I got there, no one else was around. I wonder what's going on here. The lights went out, and I was like, what's going on? That's when I noticed the candles coming toward me through the darkness. The candles, of course, were on a ginormous birthday cake. As it got closer, I could see that Dad and Mom were carrying the cake, and behind them came everyone else, and they began to sing happy birthday. I was so surprised that I almost started crying. Dad and Mom said, "You didn't think we forgot your birthday, did you?" I have to admit, maybe just a little bit. I got some scary cool presents, too. The Scarasol monster gave me a killer pair of shoes with horses for heels and a calliope hair comb. The tent monster and seamstress used canvas and silk to create a beautiful dress and epaulettes just for my size. The wagon monster and blacksmith gave me earrings made from actual wheels. The clowns got me 2 enormous jars of my favorite gummy candy. Actually, only one of the jars had candy. The other was a trick jar that shot out spring-loaded bats. Ooh, I want one of those. Finally, Dad and Mom gave me a necklace with an 816 pendant. Then I really did choke up. Those are the best parents any goo ever had, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this family. It was the best birthday ever. She thought everyone forgot her birthday, but they cared about her. You want to take over?
Yeah. Dad has a big map on the wall of his Ringmaster's trailer. He uses different colored pins to show where we're going, where we've been, and even a color for places on his casket list. This year, he was able to change one of those out for a place we're going. Change one of those out for a place we're going then. The place is Monster High. Dad said he'd always wanted to take the show there, but the schedule could never be worked out. This year, one of the towns where we usually play canceled because a giant sinkhole opened up under their scare grounds, so now we're going to Monster High. Dad says we'll be there for 2 weeks, and he thinks that we should make enough money to repair and upgrade a lot of our equipment during the off-season. I really hope that it turns out like he hopes, because I know he's been worried lately, although he would never admit it. When it comes to working around here, there really can't be any dead weight, because if one monster doesn't do their job, it means someone else has to work twice as hard to pick up the slack. That's never been a problem with our crew. In fact, most of the time, whenever someone finishes the work they're supposed to, they go and find someone else to help. So when monsters started coming down with the boo flow, we all just did what was natural. Even so, we were down to a skeleton crew when we put up tents this morning. After that, they all pretty much crashed. This is the first time we'll be performing at Monster High, and it's a big show for us, especially since it's the last one before we take a break for the year. I guess I should be thankful I was born in a lab, because I never get sick, and I've been able to help take care of everyone. Only, I'm starting to worry that without some help, the show might not grow on. So I've made up my mind, and in the morning I'm going to go find some help. The very thought of it makes my entire body feel wobbly. But there are monsters that I love who are counting on me, and I will not let my family down.
Grown on. Why'd they have to say that? Raz, please, I only have 2 HP. I'm such a small creature. I'm weak to newspaper. Wah! But hi, Raz. It's good to see you, even if you are inflicting a violence upon the back of my head. What about the balls, Slimy Jade?
Balls.
What about the balls? No! The balls are being smacked! Raz, you can't just smack my balls!
My balls!
My balls! So that's where that one ends, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens in Freak Do Chic. I don't know, how are we feeling about the diaries? Do we wanna keep delving into some of these?
I mean, sure.
How are people feeling? Do they like the being read to, or do you want to look at photos of stuff?
Yeah, do you like story time, or do you want, like, something else?
The one problem is that a lot of the diary entries kind of like reference one another. I mean, right now we're hopping around and just reading some like one-offs. Well, not even that, because Avia Trotter, it was very connected to all the other fusion characters. Ooh, maybe Wedona. Wait, no, what do you mean? Does Wedona have any?
Oh!
Oh, I found a G1 Monster High character tier list.
Man with a Dr.
Avia
Pepper.
Trotter, bird, and horse.
The Man with a Dr. Pepper. Amazing name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Do you have any Dr. Peppers to spare? Could you share? I would love a Dr. Pepper. I'd especially love a cherry or strawberry Dr. Pepper. Or a coconut. If someone has hoarded a coconut Dr. Pepper, hit me up.
I could go for a Doc Pep.
Now, out of all the Monster High girls, who would be the best at creating a football team? I don't know. There was a coconut Dr. Pep. Yes, Cena. Last year they had it. Allegedly some people were able to find it this year, but it sounded like it was coming back as of May, and then I never saw anything else about it, and I looked into it and I didn't find it anywhere. You had the strawberry cream Dr. Pepper. Yeah, the strawberry became a at least a flavor for now. It's part of the main lineup. I still see it whenever I go to the store. The strawberry's really good. Cherry's obviously really good, but the coconut was phenomenal. Like, when it was between the coconut and the strawberry, I might pick the coconut over the strawberry. So now I am pining for the coconut, especially because I have a friend who made a float with a coconut Dr. Pepper and said it was divine, but I only found out about this after there were no more coconut Dr. Peppers in my area, and now I'm haunted by the fact that I could have made a coconut Dr. Pepper float.
Sadness.
You kind of can't go wrong with Dr. Pepper. I even like the blackberry Dr. Pepper, which was the new flavor this year. Not as much as the strawberry, but it was still good. But I don't know if this has always been a sentiment, but I feel like in recent years, everyone just says that Dr. Pepper's like their favorite soda. And like for good reason, but like I don't remember it being so ubiquitous before. Would you say Dr. Pepper's your favorite?
No.
No? What's your favorite, Slimy Jade?
I'd still probably rather have like a cherry Coke or
Yeah.
a Taco Bell Baja Blast or Sweet Lightning.
Alright, I got, okay, I found some Wedona diary entries. This was a part of her San Diego Comic-Con, collector doll. I had a dream about that fucking doll, guys. I told y'all recently about the time that I accidentally got scammed trying to buy a Wedona, San Diego Comic-Con edition. I had a dream about finding that specific doll, like, recently. I have a lot of dreams about hunting for Monster High dolls. It's really funny. My mom won't drink Dr. Pepper. She overindulged as a teen and threw up as a result and never had another ever again. Oh no! That's tragic. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Dr. Pepper might be my favorite, but I do love a good cherry cola. And I do love Baja Blast, so I'm basic. I like all the popular flavors. And just a black cherry soda also can hit really good.
Oh no, you know what that makes you?
What?
A normie.
No! That scares the normie out of me. She's a lemon lime soda enjoyer over any dark sodas. I used to be a lot more into lemon lime soda. I enjoy one now and then, but I like never pick it up unless it's like the thing I ordered, they don't have it in stock, and the next best option is lemon lime. I do like the cherry Sprite that they have right now, the cherry lime Sprite.
That's good.
That's pretty good. I'm drinking a tropical 7-Up. Ooh. I'm a sucker for fruit plus cola, damn near any version thereof. Did you ever have the orange Coke that they did? It was alright. I didn't like it as much as a cherry Coke. I did make a float with that. I did get vanilla and orange sherbet and make a float with the orange Coke. It was alright. It was pretty good. No, not Normie Batchar, no! Sonic Dr. Pepper adds strawberries. You gotta get a dirty. You gotta get a dirty Dr. Pepper where they put like the cream.
No, get the
So
Twisted
good.
Flamingo. I still have.
Oh my god, guys. Do you know about the Twisted Flamingo at the Sonic? Cause that's like a cherry soda with cream in it.
It's so good.
It's so
It's
freaking
amazing.
good. Get a Twisted Flamingo if you can. I think so. I like orange mixed in things. I can't have straight sitness, upsetting my tummy, but I love it mixed with stuff. I like my soda like I like my women, made of various carbonated liquids and sugars. Please try Dr. Brown's black cherry soda if you like cherry soda. It's the cherriest soda, speaking as a cherry fruit enjoyer. Dr. Brown. I don't know if I've seen that. We had a local brand. I forget the name of it now. Back when I used to live in the city, there was a brand that I could get at the corner store, and I could get like a big, like 30 ounce of it for like $1. It was great. I miss that black cherry soda in particular. And also, any black cherry soda you can get in a bottle usually slaps. Like our local barbecue joint, it's not their soda. They make it seem like it's their soda, but they definitely just slap their label onto something else. But regardless, they offer black cherry soda in a bottle, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Twisted Flamingo? Can I get a Twisted Flamigo instead? Or a dumpster Dr. Pepper. No cream, they add what drips out of the corner of the dumpster. Well, that's just gonna be cheese and mold, Caduceus. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do a cheese Dr. Pepper.
Yes, you were.
If I was offered a cheese flavored soda, I would try it, but I wouldn't have high hopes. Is Dr. Brown a glass bottle brand? It sounds familiar. I'm wondering that too. City Batchar.
I'd probably like it. Brown's my favorite ice cream flavor.
The classic ice cream flavor, brown. Alright, well let's go read Wodona's diary and see if Wodona Spider likes Dr. Pepper. I find this time of night to be most conducive to detailing the day's events while taking care of a few extras at the same time. Wait, I didn't show you guys a picture. Hold on. First of all, her name is a pun off of Winona Ryder, loosely. Wodona Spider. Let's see. Can I get a picture of, yeah, her casual outfit? Scroll down a little bit. So that's what her casual outfit looked like in this original doll release. She's got like a comic book theming. They have glass bottles and cans and 2 liters. Okay, hold on. Dr. Brown black cherry soda. I'm looking it up so I can see what the label looks like. Okay, yeah, this brand doesn't look familiar. So I'm curious if they sell it here. It looks like Dr. Pepper from a distance. Like the shade of red that they use. But I would absolutely try this if I ran across it. Okay, there's some monster math. There's a monster math equation here. If a zombie leads the cemetery, headed east, shuffling at 0.2 miles per hour, and a shambling terror leaves its underground lair 5 miles away, headed west at 1.5 miles per hour, how long will it take for the 2 of them to cross paths? Please show your work. Distance zombie divided by 0.2t plus distance terror divided by 1.5t equals 5 miles. 300.34 hours, or 4 hours and 20 minutes. Nice. Apparently, I was incorrect. And these look like emails. Changes to script. Hi, Widona. I've attached the current scripts with the changes we talked about. Unfortunately, we are limited in space, so we will be unable to bring in the other supervillain we were talking about. So for now, we should just concentrate on catastrophe. Please let me know if the stories can be visually communicated in the allotted space. Beast regards, Gulia. And then an email from Claudine, or a message, says, did you get the designs I sent you? Yes, I'll spit out some details for you in the morning. Fantastic, you're the beast. So she's helping them with a movie and also clothing, I guess?
I'm guessing the clothing might be for the movie, like costuming.
Yeah. So, Widona's original release was related to the Power Ghouls line, where 4 of the monsters were dressed up as superheroes. So Catastrophe is referring to Torali's Catwoman XP. The local cheesesteak joint is legit. They have the Hanks bottles. The Hanks bottles? What's the Hanks bottles? Do you know what the Hanks bottles is, Slimy Jade?
It sounds familiar.
Tina says, I think I've had that before, but not often. Maybe only once.
Oh, yeah, I had Hank's Black Cherry. It's good.
I don't think I've had that. On the one hand, the greatest advantages of multitasking are also the greatest impediments to leading a quiet life, as there never seems to be a time when my hands are actually still. On the other hands, I do love to stay busy, so I guess in the end, all the hands do even out. Haha, because she has 6 hands. Now that I am finally a student at Monster High, although it feels like I've been here forever, I can relax and think about what almost never was. It wasn't always a guarantee that I would actually be enrolled here. While I certainly had the grades and all the applications were signed in sixplicate, is that how you would say that? I think you would say I don't know. There initially wasn't any room for me. Headless Headmistress Bloodgood was most apologetic, of course, and she even sent us a very nice letter detailing the situation.
I bet it would be sexplicate, but
yeah,
you can't have the word sex in the Monster High.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Dear Widona, do you want to read Bloodgood's letter for me, actually?
Sure. Dear Widona, we have received and reviewed your application to be a student at Monster High. Your academic and extracurricular records are outstanding, and you seem to have accomplished the work of 8 rather than merely 1. However, at this time, we simply do not have room for another student. At Monster High, we believe that each student should be given a detailed education in every way, shape, and form. Anything less would detract from your experience here. I understand that this is not the news you were hoping to read, but if there is any consolation, I can reveal that you are first on the list for the next available opening and enrollment. I'm sorry, but I can't currently accommodate you. I will continue to keep you apprised of the situation and will personally contact you when an opening becomes available. I would also like to extend an invitation for you and your family to attend the upcoming Monster High Open House Weekend. We will pair you with student volunteers who have graciously agreed to be your guide through a fang-filled weekend here. Sincerely, Headless Headmistress Bloodgood.
Guys, I'm going to be real. That letter did not need to be that wordy.
It did not. It did not. At all.
It would be untrue if I said I was not disappointed. I really had my heart set on enrolling that fall, but distance does give perspective, and looking back, I know it worked out for the best. I almost went into depression and decided I never wanted anything to do with that school ever again. Of course, in the end, I came to my senses, and I attended the open house weekend, and I had 3 guides, Gulia Yelps, Claudine Wolf, and Twyla. Twyla has a last name, Widona. It's a boogeyman. I initially was planning on staying in the hotel with my mom, but Gulia invited me to stay with her the first night when I found out that she was a huge comic book fan. Gulia showed me the fan comics she drew for NecroCon, and I was impressed with her story and passion, although she admitted that her art was not where she wanted it to be. As an artist myself, I asked if I could do some sketches for her, and she was so happy with my concepts that she almost jumped for joy. Gulia then told me an idea she had for a superhero team built around a group of high school ghouls who used their secret powers to fight the forces of chaos. She already had the story outlines and asked if I wouldn't mind taking a spin at drawing an issue. Of course I said yes, and we began corresponding from that day forward on the project. It turned out that Gulia had made friends with the writer and artist of Deadfast fame, and they liked her stories and my art concepts so much that they agreed to help us publish them. I don't think Gulia's parents were too happy until she told them that if she made any money, it would go straight into her college fund. On the second day, Claudine was my guide. She took me to the mall, a Skulltimate roller maze match, and back to her house for a cookout. While we were there, Claudine showed some of her fashion sketches. I think Gulia must have told her I was an artist. Claudine's designs were scary cool, but she was having some difficulties translating some of her more complicated designs to the actual fabric. Her home ec teacher had given Claudine an old sewing machine after the school had replaced them with newer models, but the machine was a real beast to use. Fortunately, I had used this kind of machine before, so I showed her a few tricks to tame it. I was trying not to be a little hiss know-it-all, but Claudine started laughing and said, "You're not gonna hurt my feelings, girlfriend. Show me what you got." So I did, and before you could say haute couture, we went from sketch to runway ready. So in addition to sketching comic book characters for Gulia, I also started helping Claudine set up some of her more complicated designs, all through correspondence. Like I said, I like to stay busy. I spent the last day with Twyla, who showed me all around the school and took me to the catacombs. Twyla is very shy and sweet, and we spent most of our time together comparing stories about living in the shadows, and all the misconceptions normies and even monsters have about us. So when I finally did receive a call from Headless Headmistress Bloodgood telling me I'd been accepted, I didn't feel like I was going to be at loose ends entering a new school. It was the first time that I had felt like I had made true friends for life. That's when I decided that Monster High wasn't that bad after all that happened. Hi, Shy. Welcome in. Thank you for the Cheeto. Thank you for the wife smooch. Shy, I do want to let you know you should have been refunded your points from stream last night because I had to cancel. So I hope I did it correctly. You should have gotten... Everyone who redeemed the smooches last night got refunded since I ended stream before Jane got back here, which I do apologize for. I mentioned it on Blue Sky, but my animation program was just too frustrating and I needed to chill, so I decided to, you know, take the night off. But let's smooch the wife now. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. We're reading Monster High Diaries. We're currently reading about the Spider Girl. Okay, so it looks like she's going to talk about her pet, who is a fly, called Shu. Kataha, Shu Fly. Shu was being particularly annoying today for some reason. Usually, she just likes to sit on my shoulder while I'm working and watch, but tonight she was acting like she had something in her ointment. I was trying to look something up online, and she kept banging into my screen and bouncing off my keyboard. I was like, I can't play with you now, Shu. I'm busy. I even made a silk ball for her to play with, since I know she loves to try and land on them without getting stuck. Pause. Pause for a moment. Where does Wedona Spider make her silk? Can we talk about this for a moment? Where does this girl shoot her silk from?
That's a great question.
Like, I never really thought about that before. I guess I always thought about it like a Spider-Man thing where it comes out of the wrist, but more anatomically
spiders?
correctly speaking, it would come from somewhere else.
Right near the butthole.
Does she have a silk hole? Or is it all one hole? Does she eat her own silk like spiders do?
These are the real questions.
I'm sorry. I have owned a Wedona spider doll for over 10 years, and I don't think I've ever given thought to where her silk comes from, because I've never read her diaries before either. Oh my god. Such a low number, but hello. I wasn't sure because I had bad heartburn yesterday. Groovin'. Okay, alright. Not thinking about Wedona Spider's web butthole. Moving on.
Okay, so
What?
in real spiders,
Okay.
the spinneret is the silk-producing organ,
Okay.
and it basically is like right next to the rectum.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's in the butthole, but it's like right near the butthole.
Okay. I mean, she has a pet fly, which isn't really a typical spider train, but an inversion. Her doll does have the Spider-Man hand pose. Yes, I do, which I do love. I do love that. And I mean, like, her Power Ghoul, Webarella is just Spider-Man, right? Like, do we have, let's see, Wedona Spider, Weber... Oh, here we go. Here's a photo of her with her web thing. Yeah, it's not coming from anywhere. in particular. It's just a wire, basically. I wanted to see if we have any, photos of her shooting webs at people, you know? No, you're not gonna let me look at that? Oh, there's her fly. Oh, the fly has little glasses and a bow.
Hee hee.
Oh, you guys can't see that. It's cut off, but... Yeah, okay, this site is weird. I'm getting off of it. Okay, well, I have questions still. I got more batches of emojis, drowning in them? Hell yeah. Love to have emoji options. Alright, where was I? Okay, I stopped at the silk ball, okay. I made the silk ball. She totally ignored it and kept hopping up and down on my keyboard until I finally yelled, "What? What do you want?" Shu then started flying up and bumping into my search bar, so I clicked on it. Then beginning with H, she hopped from key to key until it spelled out Hornet Robberfly. As soon as I hit enter, Shu started doing loop-de-loops and buzzing around my head like she was a satellite in orbit. When the image finally came up, Shu stopped circling and just hovered in front of the screen. I think I actually heard her sigh. Could it be that my little Shu has a crush on a bad boy? Ooh. Switch to wife 11.
What do you mean your pet has a crush and want you to search for...
I want to know more about Hornet Robberfly. Is it a guy? Is it like a flyman? Because
Yeah.
I just have questions about the pets in Monster High being monsters. And like, again, like I go back to the webisode where you have that centaur guy who got a crush on Nightmare. Headless Headmistress Bloodgood's pet horse.
A hornet robberfly is a type of bug.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing that it's...
But it's capitalized like a proper name. So
True.
and she called him a bad boy. So is it like, it sounds like a celebrity or something.
Unless it's a bad boy because it's a predatory insect that kills a bunch of other things.
That implies the monster pets are just smaller monsters. It's a Pluto Goofy conundrum. I mean, Cena, you know about the Count Fabulous lore, right? Do you know about Count Fabulous, that he was a man? He was a full-grown vampire that got cursed into being a pet.
Just being a little dude.
And now Draculaura dresses him up in little pink frilly bows. That's the G1 lore. 22, I'll accept as the lowest in smooches. You're doing excellent work, Shy. I commend you. I would salute you with my avatar if I could. Oh, you didn't know that? Okay, maybe after we read Wadona's diary, I'll try looking up the info about Count Fabulous. Because it's bonkers lore.
It is.
Alright, next entry. I had an interesting conversation with Toralei today. Apparently, she found a rough sketch of Catastrophe I had done for Gulia. Of course, she conveniently forgot where she found it. "This is very hurtful and offensive," she said. "The eyes are too round, the ears are too short, and the stripes don't match. Meow. It barely looks at me like me at all, meow." It wasn't even her. I wasn't sure what to say. Gulia said she wanted Catastrophe to be a composite character because, after all, no monster wants to be thought of as the villain. Well, almost no monster. "Look," she said, "I don't mind being the bad guy, as long as you don't make me a lame bad guy, because that, my multi-limbed friend, how offensive, would truly be a crime. Meow." I'm sorry, I can't help but make Toralei as obnoxious as she is in the webisodes.
Good.
I told her I would let Gulia know. "Oh, and why don't you take a picture of me, meow, so you get my profile right?" I did, and then she was off, purring and laughing to herself. Typecasting? I think not.
Also, I believe that the part that Wadona found offensive wasn't being called multi-limbed, but being called Toralei's friend. Nobody wants to be friends with Gen 1 Toralei.
Yeah. Do you want to take the next block?
Yeah.
Do you need the link for this, or?
Either that or just stay there and I'll read it. I had lunch today with Scara Screams at Headless Headmistress Bloodgood. It was nice, if not a bit strange, what with Scara talking to us in our heads, which took a bit of getting used to, at least for me. Headmistress didn't seem to be the least bit disoriented by communicating this way and was able to carry on a conversation mentally and verbally. It was really impressive. Some monsters like to think that Headless Headmistress Bloodgood is absent-minded and clueless, but she is just some librarian, or that she is just some librarian who took the job because no one else wanted it. I don't think they have any idea who she really is. I suppose I didn't either until Mom invited some of the mothers over to our house for tea after we first arrived. Medusa, whom Mom knows from way back, Mrs. Stein, Mrs. Wolf, Mrs. Yelps, and Operetta's mom all showed up. I was helping Mom out in the kitchen, so I got to hear some of the conversations they were having. Most of the things they were talking about didn't really catch my attention until they started talking about the founding of Monster High. Mrs. Stein said it almost didn't happen because they couldn't find a headmaster or mistress who thought it was even possible to have a school like Monster High. Headmistress Bloodgood was the exception, but they almost didn't hire her because she was so young and right out of school. She eventually won them over by her passion for the idea and her vision of what Monster High could become. I also learned that she's fluent in 10 different monster languages, including Ancient Werewolf, Gorgon, Troll, and Dragon. I wasn't thinking about any of those things while we were eating, though, because what was really scurrying through my mind was the rumor that she had written a book of poetry sometime before she became the headmistress at MH. I was wondering if I could get Ghoulia to help me find it when I heard a voice in my head speaking perfectly accented Arachnean. Don't even think about it. I guess that means her language count really does go to 11. Wow.
Damn, she got caught. Her spider thoughts got caught. It's fucked up. That's it? Damn. I wanted more info. Alright, let me see. Count Fabulous G1. Let me, adjust the screen here. Whoops. And thank you for the head pats. Okay, we don't need that. Alright. Count Fabulous is Draculaura's pet bat. He is a sophisticated individual who takes the obligation of decorum bestowed on him by his heritage rather seriously, so it causes him a tiny amount of frustration that his owner does not share this conviction. Nonetheless, he appreciates her and her care for him. So he's 1006 old, so he's actually younger than Draculaura. Oh man, he has his own profile. I didn't know that. Hold up. Oh shit, maybe we gotta look at pets, guys.
That's what I've been saying
for
months.
I didn't know that pets had their own profiles. Alright. Killer style. Do you want to read this? You're good at the Dracula voices.
Killer style. I prefer to go about in my Bat-Day suit, which consists of my black, meticulously groomed fur and matching wings. Draculaura sometimes insists that I wear something pink. It is quite trying for a bat of my pedigree. Pet, Draculaura. Sometimes I like to complain, but she does not treat me with the seriousness that a bat of my stature deserves. But she really is my best friend.
What do you mean the category is called pet and the pet considers their owner the pet? Hold on. Is that real?
I bet that's a typo. They probably just use
They probably just use the template of the regular profile. Oh my god.
Favorite activity. Mostly I just like to hang out.
Oh!
Biggest pet peeve. Mothballs. Favorite food. Moths, mosquitoes, and more moths and mosquitoes.
Oh my god. Pepper, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the dumpster. I hope you enjoy your stay. I usually do art streams, occasional game stream here or there, but Saturdays are our doll yap sessions where me and my wife here are talking about Monster High. We're currently looking at the profiles for the pets of the Monster High characters. Because if I recall my Monster High lore correctly, Count Fabulous is not a pet bat, but in fact a real ass man that got cursed into being a bat and then turned into a pet and dressed up in frilly little clothes. So
yeah,
we're on the wiki trying to unravel this mystery right now.
I mean, he's referring to himself as a vampire of stature.
Yeah.
BFFs. What's it in present?
Alright, we've got owner's words from Draculara. You want to give us the Draculara?
Sure. Count Fabulous is my BFF, bat friend forever. He's a very popular and proper bat, but I just can't help but dressing him in the cutest little outfits.
Much as if he doesn't feel to spray him, he's often wearing pink clothing to please Draculara. Okay. Diaries. Wait, does he have diaries I can read? I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Wait, what are... I'm gonna check over here. By author, by series, by character mention. Can we get like a... I see Crescent. Okay, so do we have a Count Fabulous? Dracula's basic diary. Sweet Scream. Okay, I wanted to know if the pets had their own diaries, because that would be fucked up. Okay, so according to this, though Count Fabulous doesn't eat vegetables, he loves Dracula's garden easily as much as she. The vegetables attract a buffet worth of bugs, which Count Fabulous may dine on. At one point, Count Fabulous got another mothball and had to be taken to the vet. Dracula, who sacrificed fear-leading practice for the trip, advised him to stick to eating smaller bugs from then on out.
Okay.
What?
When they said mothballs, I thought they meant, like, you know, mothballs, like you put in closets and everything to keep bugs
No, they mean like
away.
hairballs,
Made up
but
of
instead of
moth
hair, it's
bits.
moths. Yeah.
Great. Disgusting, Count Fabulous.
Following a confusing incident with Claude Wolf, Dracula spent the rest of the evening thinking and writing poetry. Though Count Fabulous favors to leave the room and Dracula gets sappy, he stayed this time, knowing she needed someone to keep her company. Why am I not seeing... Is that all we have? Is that all we have on Count Fabulous? I swear there was more info about him. Yeah, it doesn't mention it here. Let's look at G3 really fast. No, not much going on in G3.
Wait, here we go. Reddit.
You're on Reddit?
I don't know what this is. It looks like just maybe from like a magazine or something.
Yeah.
It's a picture of Count Fabulous, a little toy, and it says, "Freaky fact, Count Fabulous is an ancient vampire who was stuck in bat form. But Dracula just thinks he's a cute bat." And then,
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that he's a person. Yes, yeah, this is the,
yeah.
This is the image I have seen go around before.
And then there's some comment saying, "I'm pretty sure Garrett Sanders said he's an immortal ancient, maybe evil vampire who got stuck in bat form after a spell went wrong."
Amazing. Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
So, this possibly evil dude got cursed to just be dressed up in pink frilly sweaters and bows. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Monster High... No, not book pets. Just pets.
Okay.
Alright, let's look at the pets of the G1 main crew. We do have an ad break coming in soon, but, you know, we can get started on this. So Watson is Frankenstein dog, of course, Frankenmonster. He's a creature made up of multiple parts, just like Frankie, but different in that his parts are all from different species. Watson looks and acts most like a dog, but hates to be identified as such. Age, 10 days. So he's only 5 days younger than Frankie, okay? Killer style. I'm made from the best parts of the best pets. So I bark like a dog, purr like a kitten, swim like a fish, have spikes like a dragon, and climb like a monkey. Which means I can wear a spiked collar attached to a pink leash and still look good. We'll say owner. It's definitely not pet. Owner, Frankie Stein. She's very well behaved and always brings me treats. Favorite activity. I like playing fetch with Frankie Stein. Although sometimes when she throws the ball, her arm flies off, and I have to bring that back too. Biggest pet peeve. When a monster treats me like a dog. Favorite food? Dog biscuits, tuna, bananas, and catnip. Watson, you can't have it both ways. You can't be mad that people think you're a dog and then your favorite food is dog treats. Dog biscuits. Like, come on. Swish Wipe 10-pack. Alright, there's ad break, so I'll see you guys in a few. What did I come back to? What are you scallywags up to now? Points at Shaggy. I'm not a dog and I like dog biscuits. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I will seed and give you that. Yeah, don't hit the they or me. They're gonna revolt, Raz. You gotta be nice to them. Okay. We read the profile. Let's see. So for Watsit, physical description. Watsit generally looks like a regular tan and brown dog, but he has stitches and some odd parts. He has dichromatic eyes. His right eye's blue and his left eye's green, just like Frankie. He also has wings, fins, and horns on his head. Let's see. I see the spikes. I see the wings. I'm not seeing fins.
Yeah, I'm also not seeing fins. They lie, unless those are what the ears are.
No, I don't think so. There's
lie.
what the toy version looks like. There's the black and white version.
Still no fins.
Oh, look at this version where you can see his brain.
Oh, that's messed up.
And then, of course, there's the Sweet Screams candy version of him. Yeah, I'm not seeing fins. I think they lied.
Yeah, they definitely lied. What are these little dudes? Little round ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Slimy Jade. I'm ready for the They Revolution. Me too, friend. Me too. Alright. Oh, so when they say diaries, this is like when they were mentioned in the diaries.
Yeah.
That's what it meant by appearances diaries. Okay. Watson is the creation of Mr. Stein, who started to work on him a little under 2 months after bringing Frankie to life. Oh, so he's... okay. He's 10 days but on a different timeline in the way that Frankie is 15 days old. Construction took about a week, after which Watson was given to Frankie, with whom he immediately formed a bond. This was a situation that didn't just bring the both of them joy, but Frankie also had some help keeping herself together. While playing outside with Watson one day, her arm fell off as she tried to throw a ball, and Watson brought back both the ball and the arm. When the school year started and Frankie no longer had as much time for Watson started to feel neglected. At one point, he snuck into Mr. Stein's lab and stole an item to bury it in the garden. Mrs. Stein saw him, though, and her husband talked with their daughter about Watson's behavior. Frankie resolved the problem by getting up earlier from then on, so she'd have extra time for Watson. Okay, I'm glad she made time for her poor, lonely little dog.
HR.
What?
All the animals have ages.
All of them? Okay,
So far.
so Count Fabulous is 1006. Watson is 10 days, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I can't take these Frankenstein monster ages seriously, because like the series takes place over the course of months, if not years. So it's only true that Frankie's 15 days old on the first day of Monster High, of their entering Monster High.
Yeah.
How old is the dog in monster years? How old is the dog in dog years? Wait, no, we can't call him a dog. We can't call him a dog. He hates that. We're being speciesist.
So, Perseus, Deuce's pet rat,
Yeah.
is 16 in monster rat years.
No!
Yes.
No, hold on. I'm opening up the Perseus page. No fucking way. 16 in monster rat years. Monster High, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean monster rat years?
Notes, Perseus has a piercing just like Deuce on his left ear and a fingerless glove that also matches his owner's. Because of these design traits, his appearance has often been compared to that of Crash Bandicoot.
No way. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're on the Perseus page, so let's read about him. Killer style. I got this scary, sweet, spiky mohawk, 2 tails, and a pierced ear. And I'm named after an ancient Greek hero. I'm the coolest rat at Monster High. Damn, bro. Ono Deuce Gorgon. He likes to cook, which is totally creeperific, because I get to sample everything. But dude doesn't use nearly enough cheese. Okay, Perseus is after my heart. I'm adopting Perseus. How long is a monster rat here? Oh my god.
So, none of the, like, other pets who aren't part of like the main crew
Yeah.
has ages, except for Captain Penny, the robotic penguin owned by Rebecca Steen.
Okay.
And the age section there just says, "I'm only 5."
Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I read that. Favorite activity: hanging with Deuce Gorgon at the skate park, or just chilling at home. Biggest pet peeve, which I gotta say, I love the use of pet peeve on the pet profile. It's like, isn't that? Wouldn't they not like that phrase? Having to stay at home while Deuce Gorgon goes to school. He already knows how to sit and fetch me cheese. What else does he need to learn? Favorite food? Pretty much cheese. Dude.
This is just you.
I know. What else do you need to learn other than fetching cheese and eating cheese? Let's see. Perseus is named after the warrior of the same name, but in myths, Perseus was the one who slayed Medusa. Deuce himself mentions that his mother doesn't find it funny. And then there's the Crash Bandicoot. Okay, so this one doesn't have any other descriptions. Alright, let's look at his set, who is Cleo Denial's pet cobra. So his set is 2. Just 2. Just
2.
2. 2 what? 2 what? 2 what, Monster High?
2 snake.
The cheese community's thriving. Do you want to read his set's profile?
Sure. Killer style.
Yeah.
I am adorned in a lovely set of crown jewels made especially for me, since I am the royal cobra.
She's doing the yeses. She's a snake.
Owner, Cleo Denial. I know I shouldn't boast, but Cleo Denial is definitely the most regal pet. Monster Hot.
What? What? Wait. No. Wait. It's not a typo.
It's not a typo. It's not a typo.
What do you mean the pets are calling her? Guys, I'm gonna crash out, as the kids say. What the fuck? What do you mean? Cleo calls his set her pet, but his set calls Cleo her pet. What is the dynamic? What? Are the pets, like, delusional? What's going on in Monster fucking High? I'm sorry, I'm calm. I'm fine. I'm normal. I'm normie.
Favorite activity? Sunning myself on my royal rock. Biggest pet peeve. When Cleo Denial forgets to heat my rock before my royal nap. I hate crawling onto a cold rock. Favorite food? It depends what I'm in the mood for when I decide to grab a bite.
Oh my god. Bio description. Her hiss is honestly much worse than her, somewhat poisonous bite. In The Ghoul Next Door, his set was a gift from Deuce to Cleo. Deuce said that his set was his mom's first gray hair. Okay. Also, for a good part of the book, she was turned to stone, and Cleo wore her around her right bicep. However, in Cleo's diary, and thus the doll universe, it says that she was sent from Egypt. Okay, so we've got 2 different canons.
Imagine giving your GF your mom's hair as a present.
Yeah. The pets are sentient animals in a monster school that has stupid ass things like monster rat ears. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is normie. Okay, guys, so we didn't really watch the webisodes. Too many of the webisodes, like, because they're a little hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. They're a little hard to watch. They're not great. They're fun, but they're also hard to watch. And there is a mini-series at some point within the webisodes where it's like Monster High Pet Adventures, and it like shows you all the pets of the main characters hanging out in like the vents of the school, and like, oh, like a character's in trouble and the pet secretly saves the day, and then like their owner's none the wiser, and they're like, hey, I'm back from school and this funny thing happened. The pets are just like keh keh keh, like
Keh, keh, keh.
but I'm so fucked up over the fact that the pets are calling their owners their pets. Oh my god. Okay. All right.
6 Monster Rat, or 16 in Monster Rat years.
Okay, so Crescent is Claudine Wolf's pet cat. Her age is kitten. Her age is kitten, guys.
Her age is kitten. She doesn't even look like a kitten. That's a full cat.
Yeah, that is a full ass grown cat. I sighed and then I immediately yawned. Alright, killer style. I am devastatingly cute, which means fashion is a slave to me, although I do have a rhinestone-encrusted spiked collar I like to lounge about in. Pet, Claudine Wolf. I'm very proud of her and like to show her off to my other friends. She's almost as fierce and fuzzy as me. Likes to show her off like they are talking about them like they're their pets.
Oh my god, favorite activity.
Favorite activity. Sleep. Attack Claudine when she sleeps. Sleep some more. Biggest pet peeve. When some monster enters the room without acknowledging my status as Alpha Kitty. Favorite food. Tuna steak. ... Rare. Owner's words. Crescent. A scary cute little kitten as fuzzy as I am. While normally Crescent acts like she owns the place, she isn't oblivious to or unconcerned about Claudine's well-being. When one day Claudine had a bad day, Crescent sacrificed her night prowling time to keep her werewolf friend company.
But also she attacks Claudine in her sleep.
Yeah, can we talk about this, how she looks like as a toy?
Stanced up.
So stanced up. Her hackles are raised. Can we talk about these things?
I love these little things.
Little mushroom-looking ass
They're so cool.
figures.
And I think the heads come off and you can like swap them around.
There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, who else we got? We got, Neptuna, of course. Neptuna G1. I do want to look at Nightmare's profile. I know Sir Hootsalot is Ghoulia's. Who am I missing from the main crew? Oh, we want to look at Crossfade. Okay, we'll start with this.
Do you want the G1 Pets page?
No, it's okay because most of the pets are G1. And
Okay, well, I just have one that's like a list of all the G1 pets and like images.
oh, okay, yeah, sure. 5 in fish years. Okay, so yeah, so Neptuna, who is Laguna Blue's pet fish, is 5. Just simply 5.
There you go.
Alright, let me grab the link. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this will be helpful. Okay, well, I have the pages open, so let's read about Neptuna.
Wow.
Killer style. I get to wear this devastatingly fabulous fishbowl purse that makes all the other fish at school totally jealous. Pet Laguna Blue. She swims almost as good as I do. Almost. Favorite activity. Going to school with Laguna and working out with her in the pool. Yeah, I'm like her personal trainer. Biggest pet peeve. Thin-skinned monsters who get mad when I accidentally nip them in the pool. What do you mean accidentally, Neptuna?
Yeah, Neptuna.
Yeah, Neptuna.
Favorite food sushi.
Favorite food sushi. 1 second. Okay. What we got here? We don't have any other info about her?
No, they really slacked off on a lot of these.
Yeah, she has a lot of toys. Like, she has a lot of appearances.
Yeah.
Alright, Nightmare is a 3-year-old demonic horse. She's prone to bouts of panic and fear, at even the suggestion of something bad about to happen. She usually breathes fire. I'm not reading all that. There's the blood good. She is the only pet to have a romantic interest because, like all the students at school, she fell on the charm of Archer.
Excuse me?
Like all of the students at school? What do you mean? What do you mean, Monster High Wiki? Who wrote this? Did the person who write this have a thing for Archer the Centaur?
In the webisode, the plot of the webisode is like all the girls thought he was hot and wanted to get his attention.
Yeah.
And he just ignored all of them because he was too busy lusting after the actual horse.
Yes.
Which is,
yes, so this is one of the fucked up webisode things. Okay, so it isn't clear if Archer is aloof or unobservant, and there is a possibility that he may not understand and speak English all that well. His one speaking role had him produce a horse's sound, suggesting that to be his primary language. Due to his handsome appearance, Archer is very popular with the female students. Claudine, Draculaura, Cleo, Gory, Laguna, Abby, and Lulia. He, however, only has 9 eyes for Nightmare. Toralei and Operetta both had a crush on him and fought for his affection in the situation.
I hate this.
Well, what is this? What is this? Okay. There's a new boy at Monster High. His name is Archer. He is a centaur, and he's also incredibly handsome. Most of the girls stare at him as he walks by, but Operetta is the only one to go as far as actually approach him. He passes by without noticing her, which Toralei uses as an opportunity to mock Operetta. After claiming that she can catch his interest, she drops her books next to him and plays a damsel in distress. Instead of helping her, Archer walks off and accidentally knocks Toralei over. Toralei insists her chances aren't over, prompting Operetta to mock her in return. The two challenge each other to gain his interest by lunchtime. After class, Toralei fakes an injury to her leg to coax Archer into helping her, but she's once more ignored, much to Operetta's mirth. No progress is made until lunchtime, at which point Operetta and Toralei meet each other in the creepateria. Operetta claims she will get Archer to have lunch with her. Toralei tells her to keep away from him, which Operetta answers by throwing her dessert in her opponent's face. Toralei, in return, grabs a hamburger, and a food fight ensues. Only once both girls are completely covered in several pieces of food do they decide to go to Archer and let him decide. Archer at first responds, oblivious to the confrontation, but his countenance quickly changes into one of delight. He jumps past the girls to the window, where he has spotted the girl of his dreams, Nightmare. She responds equally positively to him. From their spot in the creepateria, Toralei and Operetta decide that Archer wasn't their type and leave. So, yeah, that's all we know about this guy. He was introduced purely to be a plot device for Operetta and Toralei and to have a crush on fucking
a horse.
A 3-year-old horse.
That's all we know, and frankly, I don't want to know any more.
Why did they do this? They didn't need to do this. Let's see. If right on its release, is she 3 years old? Resembles the Blue Mustang at the Denver airport. Yeah, we're sadly not getting as much juicy lore as I'd like.
Yeah, I'm sad about it.
Sir Hootsalot is 4. Ghoulie is Ow. You want to read his profile?
Yeah, why not? Killer style. I am classically dapper in both appearance and attitude. Pet, Ghoulie yelps. She spends an extraordinary amount of time reading and gaining knowledge. I approve.
This is adorable.
Favorite activity. I most enjoy an evening glide under a full moon. Biggest pet peeve. Why is it always wise old owl? I believe that I am very wise for my age, which is not old. Favorite food. I have a preference for small rodents. Watch out, Perseus. Bio description. The perfect companion, even though he absolutely refuses to be a message courier for me.
Tina says it's like his top half is just set dressing. He's a horse in disguise. And yet, Avia Trotter, part centaur, doesn't know what a fucking horse is. Normie monster whose name escapes me. Anger.
Be nice to her. She's trying her best.
Hi, Amari.
Amari!
Yeah, that's really it for, bullying. Yeah, look at these fucking pets with the brains. I want to know more about these.
Yeah, what were they doing here exactly? Oh, and they have speakers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it looks like with the head compartment closed. Wild.
Creeps me out.
Oh, Crossfade doesn't have a profile.
Sad.
But look at how cute he is. Look at this little guy.
He's a cute little guy. Does he have merch?
He is. He has his versions that come with Holt and Jackson, but that appears to be it.
They don't even look like Monster High pets. They just look like little lizard figures.
Yeah.
I love them though.
Yeah, so nothing interesting there. We got Shiver and Rune. We might have more info. Yeah, we got profiles for them. So Ruin is Spectra's little ghost ferret.
Love that guy.
Okay, age. Not anymore. Hold on. Going to Spectra's profile. She's 16 in monster years. Okay?
Yeah.
Spectra, a ghost, is in monster years. Ruin, a ghost ferret, says that he doesn't age anymore.
Well,
implying he used to age, implying he was once an alive ferret.
Yeah.
Again, I go back to questioning the lore of ghosts in the Monster High universe. Are they deceased human spirits turned to ghosts, or are they their own thing?
Maybe it's some of each. Maybe you can become a ghost when you, a human, die. But if you, a ghost, meet another ghost and you fall in ghost love, then you can have a ghost baby.
What the fuck? Okay.
That's my guess.
Yeah. Killer style. Yes. Well, to begin with, I'm very stealthy. I only ever make noise. And, if and only if I want to be heard. I also have a ghost tail that I am very proud of, and since it follows me wherever I go, I spend a lot of time keeping it well groomed. Pet Spectra Vondergeist. She's almost as quiet as I am. Almost. Didn't one of the other pets say something like that?
A couple of them have.
Yeah.
Like, Claudine's cat was like, she's almost as furry and fierce as me. And then, Neptuna said that Laguna's almost as good a swimmer. Almost.
Okay, so they're lazy. Got it. Favorite activity. Finding the secret places in Monster High that no other monster knows about. Sometimes I even show Spectra. Biggest pet peeve. I am not a little weasel, so stop calling me that. Favorite food. I'm a rather picky eater, but I do enjoy a nice meal of ghost shrimp. BFF, Shiver, and Sir Hoots-a-Lot.
Ghost shrimp.
Ghost shrimp. Oh, look at the little plushie versions of them.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of those pop up when you were looking at the other gallery.
Yeah, I didn't really open them, because I've seen the dolls of the monsters, but I didn't know that there was matching pets. Yeah, the plushies are really cute. Alright, Shiver 4. Okay. Killer style. I'm really into wool these days. Actually, every day. It's kind of my thing. Pet Abby Abominable. She's really cool. Favorite activity. I love snowball fights and cave painting. Biggest pet peeve. Stop with the trunk jokes already. I'm only 4, but I'm pretty sure I've heard them all by now. The trunk jokes? The trunk jokes?
The trunk jokes.
The trunk jokes.
This is just like when Madonna was like, I'm tired of the Black Widow jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Favorite food. Hey, I just can't get enough of it. No, really, I'm a big eater. Bio description. Her feelings being the kind not so easily punctured. And that's it. That's all we got. Let's look at their plushies. Adorable. And we got Speaker Brain. Yeah, I don't really know about. Oh, I want to zoom in on the little Sweet Screams shiver, but I can't. All right. I don't want to do everybody's pet. Let's do Captain Penny. Let's do Julian. Dustin. Maggot is a green grub owned by Amanito Life. Oh yeah, we gotta look at Memphis Longlegs. I thought his name was Daddy Longlegs. Alright. Captain Penny. Rebecca Steams, Pet Robot Penguin. Age, I'm only 5.
I'm only 5.
I'm only 5. Killer style. Do my goggles count as a personal style? Yeah, buddy. Look at you.
So fashionable.
Pet Rebecca Steam. Favorite activity? Flying with Rebecca and fanging out with my fellow pets. Biggest pet peeve? When Rebecca forgot to check me repairs. Wait, check me repairs? Is it supposed to say check me for repairs? Or check my repairs? I don't know. Favorite food? Anything with delicious oil.
Oil.
Captain Penny is my mechanical penguin. Working wings are unnecessary when one is equipped with a rocket pack. He frequently needs an oil change, and some students call him Grumpy Penny.
Why?
Abilities. Pain immunity. According to the Ghoul Friends book, robots can't feel pain. That's a weird thing to add to the wiki. Special Life 10-pack. Mwah, 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 mwah. In one of the Ghoul Friends book, Captain Penny is identified as female twice late in chapter 1. In truth, according to the Doll Log Diaries and Rebecca's doll profile, Captain Penny's male. Trans Captain Penny, let's go. Hi, Mads. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the Cheeto. Alright, there we got Julian. Look at this guy. Look at Julian.
I love you.
Oh, no profile. Okay, that's weird. We don't got much. We can look at the tours at least. That penguin's pangender. Let's go. Oh, look at this photo. Oh no, it's a Pokemon battle and it's super effective. Ice is strong against grass, isn't it?
Yeah, get wrecked, Julian.
Damn.
I like G3 Julian a lot.
Alright, then we got Dustin, who's Twyla Boogeyman's little dust bunny. Twyla adopted him after she found him blowing in the wind. And we sadly don't have any info about him either. What's going on here? What? Secret creepers. Critters Dustin. What is hiding in his neck?
Is he a Pez dispenser? Like he's
It
not,
looks-
but like what's in there?
It looks like... I can't even tell. Like a mug with something pouring out of it, maybe? I have no clue. I have no clue what I'm looking at
up Secret
there.
Creepers. Pet themed toys.
Oh, Daddy-O is his nickname. Memphis Longlegs. It would also address him by the nickname Daddy-O.
I think it might be like a pen?
Huh.
Maybe? Because they all seem to be very like stationary themed.
Wait, what do you mean Draculaura has a pet spider? Oh, G2. Never mind. I can't believe they wrote out Count Fabulous in G2. The Secret Creepers were a novelty toy line based on the pets. Was that the same one with the brains?
No, I think those are different ones.
Those were a different one? Okay. I'm sad there's not as much pet lore. I thought we were gonna find a little bit more than this.
I wanted way more pet lore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, we got Rochelle Goyle's pet gargoyle griffin. is a poor pigeon hunter. And that's really all we get, and we get just the one photo.
You really have to call them out like this?
Sweet Fangs is Toralei Stripe's pet saber-tooth tiger cub. Oh my god, look at this thing. Oh, cute little Claudian howling at the moon.
Ow.
Ow.
That's me when I hear about calzones.
I crave the pet lore. Sad, no pet lore. Very sad. Yeah. Yeah, Jade was so hyped to look into the pets, and like the first couple had a little bit of juicy details. I mean, I'm still weeping over which one? Rat-eared monster rat ears?
16 in monster
16
rat
in monster
ears.
rat ears. I'm still not over that. So I'm glad we looked, but there's not as much here as I wish. So.
Wow.
I guess it'd be a good time to just maybe switch over to looking at some pictures, some videos. Do you guys want to watch the new Monster High webisode? The continuation of the last G3 one? It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. The last one wasn't good.
It was not good.
But I do have to watch it. I'm obligated. And then YouTube's going to yell at me when I upload my VOD and tell me I'm not allowed to use it, and I'm going to have to blur out the video even though the sound doesn't even come through.
You let me get on there too, so I can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need a moment too because I gotta recrop this. Okay, sisters plus secret equals mummy drama. Dracula's scary sweet birthday. Wait. That's only 22 seconds long. Wait. Okay, there we go. Episode 2. Alright, yeah, 5 minutes. There we go. There's gonna be a bad musical number. I'm calling it now. Let me make sure this is cropped correctly.
How do I get there?
Type in, Dracula's scary sweet birthday. Yeah, if you're thinking about it, you just blur them. Fair enough, fair enough. I wanted at least one pet to be monster president. What are monster politics in Monster High G1? We get a little bit of a look into it in G3 with the way that the Werewolf Society is handled in G3. They do literally hold an election for werewolf ruler. And that, of course, well, not werewolf, were-creature. It's not just werewolves, it's all were-animals. So, the were-cats, the were-skunks, the were-mice, all of them go under the were-creature umbrella, and that's, like, a big plot point in the G3 Nickelodeon cartoon. But we don't know much about, the monster world's, like, politics, and I still don't know how the cities, the monster cities engage with the human cities.
Why am I not?
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
It's called Gown Goals and Mummy Drama.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay. Alright, you want me to count down?
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. We're on Eek Talk.
We are.
She's freaking out. What? Why the train noise? The pacing on this is insane.
Yeah.
Dangerously cheesy.
Hi, Mary. Oh, why is she talking to us directly?
I don't like it.
Okay, we're getting a song. Here we go. No! Wait, Cupid, you're calming people down by singing about yourself?
Yeah.
What? Nephra was glowing. I feel so calmed.
I love this little Count Fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You're doing nothing, Cupid! You're doing nothing! Why is there just dialogue in between?
You didn't.
You did nothing! You did less than nothing! Jennifer, who asked you? What is this Coco Melon ass, like, jump cuts and looking at the camera?
I don't know. I really miss the TV show.
We
Charlie.
have Monster High brain rot content now. The zooms. And we're done. Like, come on. Oh, there's a scary sweet birthday outfits at least. At least it's still horizontal video for now. That was worse than the first one.
Extreme.
Oh my, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep watching the. Holy moly.
I hated that.
Guys, what are they doing?
Char, I missed the TV show so bad.
I know, obviously, like, every piece of Monster High media has its problems. There's like 3 lines of plot in there and a gratuitous word salad can't stand sequence. Like, Cupid's like, I'm gonna fix this, and she's like, la la la, I'm Cupid hysteria. It's like, dude, this is doing nothing. And then like Cleo and Nefer are still bickering all the way through. And it's like, oh, Jennifer's here. Oh, we're gonna do the outfit. Oh, we're gonna make the outfit. Oh, look, the outfit's out. Like, what? Slow the fuck down. Oh my god. Is that what new media is going to be like because of like the generation of kids who grows up with like this like TikTok where you have to have like 3 different videos and sounds playing at the same time? Like, is that what our future is? Yeah. Is media just going to start being like that now? Because holy fucking shit, no. No, I reject it. My zoo has a new enclosure. It's a baguette enclosure? What? What do you mean? They have bread? It's it's bread in captivity.
Hey. Needed that after that Monster High episode.
Yeah. Yeah, now I want bread. Also, the absolutely batshit normalization of, oh, we need high fashion elaborate gala ensembles and we need them in less than 24 hours. And it was just like, no problem. Yeah. And it's sad that this is where we're getting the Scary Sweet Birthday stuff because, like, hold on. Let me pull it up. So, these are the Scary Sweet Birthday dolls. I own Draculaura and Frankie. Draculaura was gifted to me and I picked up Frankie. They're so fucking precious. These are, like, I adore these dolls. I think they are so well made. G3 Cupid, like, pretty damn good. I think we've talked about, you know, we talked about the G1 versus G3 debate. I still like G1's color palette a little bit more, but they didn't totally rewrite her. They, like, they kept a lot of her vibes. They just kind of, you know, they added some red. They did something different with the bone wings. I like the hair. I don't really like the headband as much. They look really cute. I adore Frankie as usual. I was like, I'm completely, like, as the kids say, gagged by how amazing Frankie looks. I have my Frankie and my Draculaura set up in a little, like, BFF pose where, like, their hands are pressed together and their like, opposite legs are kicked up. I love Frankie's baby pink leg. Look, I'm gonna admit, when the G3 Frankie dolls came out, I was a bit of a pink hater. I was like, why do they need to put pink on them? Why does every doll need to have pink? Like, the pink, every now and then it felt a little out of place, but now it has grown on me. I mean, for one, the whether it's intentional or not, trans pride color palette that Frankie ends up getting when it's primarily the blue and pink. But this was the first time they did a pink leg, and I love it. It's such a good little pop of color. And they balance it out. Like, if you have them with their balloon, you get more of the pink. There's not as much pink in the alpha, but you do have, like, the fishnet sleeve. You got a little bit in the dress. This picture's probably not good enough quality to show the shoes, but their shoes have, like, you see that white stripe? That's actually icing. That's actually an icing piped onto their shoe, and I adore that. I love the asymmetry. I love the cage skirt. And then Draculaura is just, like, an exquisite Draculaura. Like, the gloves, the black lace gloves, I'm in love with. The hair is phenomenal. I love these dolls. They're precious. So, like, I'm heartbroken a little bit that... Sorry, I keep moving it around. I'm trying to shrink it. There we go. Is this their first pink leg? I saw it. I thought I saw at least one other. Let me consult my folder on my computer of every Monster High doll. Let's see. G3. So, let's see. That's the first Frankie. That's the Core Refresh Frankie. A lot of the early Frankies all had the same identical leg, which was the silver with the graffiti written on it. Monster Fest Frankie has a different silver leg. Crumb Art, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Enjoy your stay in the dumpster. We're talking about Monster High dolls right now. But I hope you are doing well. So I think the other color leg that I've seen for Frankie... I'm trying to find... Where's the coffee break one? The coffin bean. Skulltimate Secrets got a silver leg. So the other colored leg is Neon Frights. Dude, holy fuck, the Monster High brain rot has been consuming me. I gotta tell my GF about your channel. Oh my god. I am so happy to hear that. I am also consumed by the Monster High. We actually just watched the new webisode. I'm a little upset about it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this new web series, but I'm giving it as many chances as I can stomach. But I've been a Monster High fan for over 10 years, and, like, this year I've, like, fully gotten back into it. I'm, like, following the doll releases. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for sales. I am stalking Mercari daily, looking for good deals on people letting go of dolls. So, I'm so glad to find other Monster High lovers, because I adore this series. I adore these dolls. But hell yeah, definitely welcome in, spread the word. I would love to talk to other Monster High lovers. So, what we've been doing with Yap Saturdays, this is a series me and my wife have been doing where we talk about Monster High pretty much exclusively. And it started off because I did a tier list of every single doll. And in fact, we actually do have new, a couple new ones that we can look at today. We don't have all of them. But there is, let's see, no, not doll collection. No, wrong one. That's my spreadsheet where I keep track of the dolls that I've purchased and try to keep track of that. There we go, Monster High tier list. So, ooh, I'm all zoomed in. Let me edit this. Yeah, Ciena's saying my spiel. I'm primarily an art streamer, I'm an occasional game streamer, and on Saturday we get to be toy nerds. So, let's see, crop that out there. Forgive me, OBS is a pain to wrangle, but, so I have a tier list here, and I haven't, like, compiled it into, like, an image, because there's just too many. I mean, in G1 alone, counting, of course, the, Skeletor dolls and everything, there are 440 at minimum dolls. And some of those are like 2-packs or 3-packs that I judged all together. I love being nerds about toys. Me too. Yeah, Monster High is my main thing I collect, but I'm also really into to plushes. I primarily collect Pokemon plushes, but I also pick up cute dudes that I see, oftentimes Halloween themed ones. I do love some Sanrio. But yeah, so we went through, and it took us several weeks. It took us, like, I think, like, 6 sessions, about, maybe more, to get through every single doll release. And I need to update. So we looked at the Self-Scare Secrets line. And I think I added the core refresh round 2. Yes. So the new dolls that were revealed, this is a spoiler warning for anybody who doesn't want to see doll photos before they hit shelves, but we do get the product photos many months before release usually. You love Pokemon too? Your partner recently put you on a Monster High and scraping me by the balls. So first of all, if you're a Pokemon lover, you're in a great space, because on Sundays, so Saturday's my Monster High day, Sunday's my Pokemon day. For ever since the beginning of the year, I've been doing a collab series with my friend, and it started off as him playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion, the fan game where you can fuse Pokemon, and I was drawing the Pokemon fusions. In fact, let me, oh god, no, not that photo, abort, that was our high school art. Let me try to pull up one of my Pokemon, draw from memory. I'm confusing myself. Here we go. Pulling it out. Oh god, it's so big. Oh, it's so big.
Sure,
OBS, why do you do this?
I got to use the balls emote in a good way for once.
You did!
Yay.
Okay, here we go. So, this was the latest batch of the Pokemon fusions that I've drawn. We did an Evolution month, where we made fusions with every single Evolution. I had to do Flareon twice, because what we ended up doing was trying to utilize every single type that doesn't have an Evolution officially. So, you know, we got Bug, we got Rock, we got Dragon, we got Flying, like, etc., etc. So, yeah, so I've been doing those for a while, but I'm currently taking a break from drawing the fusions on Sundays, because we're doing something different. We're doing a Soul Link Nuzlocke in Pokemon Infinite Fusion. So we've done it twice so far. Tomorrow's going to be our 3rd installment. And so if you're familiar with the Soul Links, it's not easy. We whited out within the first hour of our first attempt. And where's my little guy? Where's my Screamo? Where's he at? I'm looking for him. There he is. This right here. This is my Pumpkaboo starter, because we were doing slightly randomizers, so we got to choose our starters. I chose Pumpkaboo because Pumpkaboo's my favorite. and I found a 1 in 8,000 odd shiny Swinub. So I fused it with my starter, and I killed it in less than an hour. I went into a fight with a level 7 Pidgey Spearow fusion and waited out, and we had to start over. So, that was so sad, yeah. So I drew my version. The sprite did not look like this. The sprite was an auto-gen sprite. It didn't look very good. So I drew my own tribute to Screamoo, the Pumpkaboo Shiny Swinub, and I ordered it as a sticker from my own shop, and it's on my laptop now. So now every time I stream, I can look down and see this little guy, so he'll never be forgotten. But I did delete the file with him, so he's gone for real. I poured one out for the homie. I was sad enough to write into it my song. Dude, if Davey Havoc has a new song on the album that's about losing a Pokemon, I'm gonna lose my shit. But yeah, that's our little tragedy, our little Soul Link tragedy. So we're on a new run right now. We are, tomorrow the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to fight, the second gym leader, Misty. And we're all leveled up and ready to go. I think I'm fully prepared for the fight. But yeah, if you're a Pokemon fan, Sundays are Pokemon night, and things are getting wild with the Nuzlocke. See, bro, I've been winning because my favorite Pokemon is Houndoom and Houndour. And with the release of Scarlet Violet and the upcoming release of Legend ZA, I'm eating so good. That is wonderful. I'm so happy for you. My favorite's Pumpkaboo, as I mentioned. And Pumpkaboo is not in Scarlet Violet, tragically, but is going to be in Legend ZA. Finally confirmed it in the footage. Like, I knew it was going to be probably there because it was Kalos, but they didn't confirm it. What city did he die in / near? What's the first city you go to? Viridian?
Yeah.
To the west of Viridian on Route 22, I think that is. The route that's on the way to the entrance to the Pokemon League. We went over there to access the grass so that we could get our encounters. And we had to cross one trainer. And it was a trainer with a single level 7 Pidgey Spearow fusion that took me out. They just released the Halloween 2025 playset with Pumpkin Pikachu and Houndour, and I bought it right. Wait, did Pokemon Center update their freaking Halloween collection yet? Because I saw an email teasing the new collection. So hold on, bear with me. We're going on a little Pokemon tangent here, guys, because I gotta make sure. Okay, we got Pokeween. Let's see if they have all the stuff up yet. I just got an email like a night or two ago. All right, we've got. I do really like this, but there's no Pumpkaboo on it. I do like this Ghastly Mischievous. Here, I'm gonna snooze ad break. Whiting out, dying Swinub. He shall not return again. Here in Route 22, watch every word you say. Wait, okay, what song is this? Which song is this? My brain is mush right now. I'm trying to figure out. It should have dropped a few days ago. I'll feed from the floor. Whiting out, dying Swinub, he shall not return again. Here in the Route 22, watch every word you say, shatter and find. Thank you, Caduceus, thank you. I can't believe I didn't recognize Feed from the Floor. That's how mush my brain gets when I stream. Product 1 through 32 out of 1,798. That is a lot. But yeah, this ghost sweater is pretty damn cute. I'm not gonna lie. We got more sweaters. We got a Gengar sweater. Oh, these aren't just the Halloween collection. I wanted to look at the Halloween collection specifically. New releases. Halloween collection. There we go. Oh, we got Mimikyu and Cubone graveyard statues. We got a little ghost ornament bundle. The Cubone sweater, the Cubone mug. Lots of Cubone. I'm not seeing any new plushes for this year. This is a Graveyard Halloween bundle. Gengar string lights. That's cool. Hold on. I like that. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, the email that I got showed a bunch of purple silhouettes of plushes, and I'm not seeing those still. So they might still have more stuff to add to the Halloween collection. And like that Pikachu, that's from last year, I'm pretty sure. I know, yeah, the Fuecoco, the Froakie. Okay, so I think they're not done adding stuff to the Halloween collection. So I'm definitely... No, you don't have to apologize for derailing with Pokemon. I was excited to share. That's like two of my biggest interests are Monster High and Pokemon. So... You like the Gengar sweater, nice and purple? Yes, yes. Cubone's favorite album was Art of Drowning. No! But, yeah, so, guys, what I'm thinking, so we do have an ad break coming in a few minutes. What I'm thinking for the rest of the night, oh, wait, I'm supposed to do a movie night in the Discord. I should go see if anyone's even doing that. I'm gonna put a ping out.
Also, weren't we gonna talk about spoiler dolls?
Yeah, we were. I got distracted. So Monster High, wow, what is it called? Scarad? No, it's not Scaradise, because that's the beach line. Skulltimate Secret 7? That's not coming up with it. Skulltimate Secret. Maybe I just type in Jennifer, because she is only in this Skulltimate Secrets line. I might need to, instead of looking at this, Gorgeous Oasis. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay, this one. So we only have product photos for Laguna and Jennifer. Draculaura has not been fully revealed yet. Was super fun finding your channel. It's late, so I gotta head out, but thanks for geeking out with me. I look forward to seeing more of your brave rock. Yeah, thank you so much for following, and I'm glad that you were able to find our little corner of Monster High and Pokemon hyperfixation, so I hope to see you around, but get a good rest. Thank you so much. And thank you for the hydrate. Where's my water? There's my water. Okay, so real quick before ad break comes in here. Here is Gooner.
Let's rise up.
Gooner's Rise Up. Let me center this so we can see her a little bit better. So they come with these little suitcases. And of course it's the Skulltimate Secrets line, so they have multiple outfits. Let's get a zoom in. Her face screening has been slightly changed. I don't know if anybody can tell. I was able to tell, and I saw comments confirming. Yeah, her eyes look a little different. She's got the slightly different scale pattern on the forehead. I like her little headscarf. Let's see, do we have any other... Oh, here's what it looks like on the front when you buy it. Oh, excuse me. Weird burp. And then Jennifer, there is one of her outfits. Where's the one with her headscarf? There we go. Little hard to see here. Let me try my best to zoom in. There she is. She has her little headscarf. She has a little, like, knitted cardigan, which is kind of cool. I like that they've been experimenting more with, like, giving them, like, knitted fabrics. I'm not sold on this. Like, I like the purples, but, I'm not necessarily going to want to get this one. I have her first release. So if I had to rank these, Jennifer is probably going to be a B from me, and then Laguna. No, I do notice they also are doing her legs a little differently. So her lower leg is all translucent, and then they put this little, like, bubble scale pattern on her knees to, like, transition back into her pink. So, let's see, Skulltimate Secrets. And this is called Gorgeous something. Oasis? Oasis. And I do realize we are in ad break, but I'm just doing boring spreadsheet stuff. So we have Draculaura, Jennifer, and Laguna. So yeah, Jennifer I'm gonna give a B. Laguna I'm gonna give an A, and Draculaura we cannot fully judge yet because we only have this, but I am really into her bat ear shaped headband. Not sure why I like this Laguna in her box thing. Jennifer and G3 just look so muddy, so much going on all the time. Yeah, and her hair is not doing it for me here. One of the reasons I love her original release is the hair looks really nice, but here it's like not doing anything for me at all. And then they just completely dropped the red from her color palette. I think her other doll is a lot more successful because of the red jacket and that pop of color balancing out the jade green. But Caduceus, are you becoming a Laguna fan? A Gooner? This is a good Laguna. The shades of blue are nice. Just the right shade of pink to balance it out, not too much. The patterns, the slight asymmetry. She's pale jade, saturated jade, gold, black, purple, and also pink, and also red. Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot, Cena. Her design and her big box thing. Yeah, the little suitcase she comes with. There we go. Little carrying case. This box is so much better than the ones that they've been doing for the previous Skulltimate Secrets. I have the Skulltimate Secrets Garden Mysteries. I have 2 of them now. And I do just need to get rid of the lockers because I'm not doing anything with them. They're just such a waste of plastic and a waste of space. Good design and good color scheme. I like the blue gradients. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Draculaura photos as much as I've like said, oh my god, we don't need Draculaura in every line. Like, look at her. She looks cute in the art. You know, we can get an idea for what she looks like. So I think those are the only new dolls because we looked at Self-Scare Secrets and Core Refresh 2 last time. I don't think any new Skelectors have been revealed. Also, welcome back from ad break, guys. So I don't think there's any others. I was going. Oh, here we go. Here we have a Instagram. Let me. Boop boop boop. Now you can see their faces way better. And yeah, I'm gonna say in Jennifer's case, they did the thing again where they just slap a random shade of pink lipstick onto an outfit that doesn't need pink. I mean, even her art on her little hand fan, and that's like not the same shade of pink. That's like almost a red. That's like a pale red.
Yeah.
Over this weird, like, I don't know what to call this pink, but it's like a cool tone pink. That's some good insight. But yeah, I mean, I do love Laguna's little star freckles. I didn't notice that before. But then Jennifer's makeup is like kind of plain in comparison. Her top looks nice. I don't think I like her belt with the little charms hanging off of it. Do we have any other, no, these are all, so yeah, this was, I went to Instagram to look up, oh, it's not centered, hold on. I went to Instagram to look up the OOAC Monster High, category. Like, for example, here's, somebody took their Emily Corpse Bride Skeletor, which you can see in the second image, and they repainted it, and also redid the dress. That looks really nice. You notice the stars immediately, the Laguna face-up's 11 out of 10. Yeah! We looked at that Carrie last time. Yeah, I was just looking at Monster High OOAC to see if I could find anything cool. Oh, look! Purple Draculaura. Here she is. She's purple. There's a Lady Gaga custom. I've seen a lot of these before. Maybe, hold on. Let's see. Monster High. Search. Monster High Core Refresh. Maybe we can get a better look at the new Core Refresh dolls. I wonder if there's some good, like, zoomed in. Because we looked at some, like, zoomed out, like... Can you go away, please? There we go. Oh, look at these restyles. So they took the red out of Cupid's design, redid her hair so it's more heart-shaped, which is genius, and added more black to her outfit. That's really nice. Jennifer, they seem to have done the lipstick different and the hair. They added that hairpin and the flower. I think the rest of the outfit is pretty much the same. I'm like looking over at my one on the shelf to consult. But even like simple restyle sometimes can go like a long way. Oh, look at these fan designs. Someone did their fan like their own take on what Core Refresh Twyla, Toraline, Ghoulia could look like. I'm not as into the Twyla, but I mean, Ghoulia with a bucket hat? Hello?
Ghoulia with a bucket hat?
Ghoulia with a bucket hat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that what she's missing?
That's what she's missing. That's what she needs.
And that's a good Toralei. Toralei with short hair always stay winning. Let's see, what if I do Monster High Core Refresh 3? Because I saw that in the search suggestion. Let's see, that's a restyle. Yeah, I wanted to try to get more high quality photos of these. But oh well. Alright, well, I am out of ideas for tonight, and I am supposed to be doing a movie night over in the Discord. I don't know if anybody is coming to that, but... well, I can always count on Slimy Jade to come there. So I guess we will wrap it up here. But thank you guys, as always, for coming by Monster High Doll Yap Saturday, spending time with us. Again, the lore is crazy. What the hell? What do you mean? 16 in Monster Rat years?
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for telling me I'm a monster.
The whole Jackson situation is also more fucked than we thought.
Extremely.
Like, come on. Alright, let's see who's live. It is Saturday, so there's gonna be a lot of people on. Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, there's somebody doing just chatting. Someone doing art. Someone doing Fortnite. Ooh. I don't know if I've gotten to read her before. Are you still oh my god, you've been streaming for 9 hours! Golly. They might be wrapping up because they're sitting on like the menu. As someone who's not a doll person, this was fascinating to come in on. It's like I stumbled on a club. Good night. Well, thank you. Good night. Yeah. We've done a lot of these. It is there's been a lot of sessions of Doll Yap where we have looked at every single doll that has been released and talked about our opinions, and now we've delved into some of the lore. And I think next on the docket for Doll Yap Saturdays is me and Slimy Jade are going to make our personal rankings of our least to most favorite characters, and for the dolls for the characters that have more than like 2 dolls, like our favorite of each of those characters. And we're going to do that for G1 and G3.
Yeah.
And G2 gets skipped. Always. Forever. Goodbye. But, yeah, thank you guys. Even if you lurk, even if you have no idea what we're talking about, it means a lot. And I am happy to spread the Monster High brainworms, because it's been taking over a lot more lately. I'm fully back into it, baby. So, we are going to go ahead and raid 1UP, who is doing some kind of podcast thing, doing some kind of just chatting podcast situation. It looks like they're watching someone else's stream and maybe commentating on it. So I figured I'd pass along the Yap vibes. But 1UP is a cool vampire VTuber. I believe he, him pronouns. So there's the raid message if you'd like to copy it. And I'm going to go, like, grab a snack and head over into the VC in my Discord server if anyone's interested in a spooky movie tonight. And if you're not in the Discord, you know, give a holler before we raid over, I guess, if you want to be in the Discord. I don't want to just drop the link in chat and have some randos show up. So I'll only share it if someone explicitly says, hey, I want it. But, we haven't decided on a movie, but I've been looking at either Return of the Living Dead or Fright Night, which are both 80s movies. Last time we did Eraserhead. We did Eraserhead on Wednesday, and we went through it. We really went through it. Both great movies. Oh, good. I haven't seen either of them. So, everybody, take care, stay hydrated, stay trashy, eat cheese and sin, and I hope to see you tomorrow night for Pokemon Soul Link Nuzlocke Sunday. So, goodbye, Scree, I love you all, wow!